Oshioma. My senior favorite co-character, Majari, Osai Ajiman. Now, no papa feel a year jobbing. Yes, if you say, as part away anymore. And I'm saying, Nana Sajima Viedi, Nana Sajima Viedi, Nana Sajima Viedi, Nana Sajima Viedi.
You paint to one.
I a higher fair. Now, me finding one who's up to run about him. Body bemo, I know to run about him. Grabbing for you.
I know my power. Grabbing run about him with the animal. Your time you are Banny Bema, and but Nana Sajima feeling in fact, we came managing as part of your proper fear. And I'm saying, yes, Nana Sajima would do when you're back. I mercy, J. Charlotte White, Barrister Precope, King's Council, Casey, that was a bar, Papa Frame. Oh, Mr. Quantin Frame. Woman ye no crowd London. Yeah. I can't say Quabin. Osajifu Jasi and the free Quabin. Yeah, can Roma boom say like you say weekend way no. Quabin. Hey, just a job here, guy, pa. Hey, is this a job in there? Just a main road, no pa, would be free. If it's a jacket, yeah, Eddie Tremor job in secondary school. A year, Bush Penina Cressy anymore. At the education junction, at the bar, your friends and Wahina Buano. Eddie Trem Nature Market war. Eddie Tremumate this one. Eddie Coco see a year as me. Eddie Cogo, one go when I say when I see one fat bed 3 inches near your good 4 inches. And yes, I'm good to a crack. What is the white? You need to move. Yes, I'm good to a but you're good 4 inches. And yes, only 3 inches. I can't be so. Not to say, as part of Papa. Yeah, now can also my beam. Oh, my beam. Oh, Dabian effect. Internal rules in internal rules. It is the old one said Jamaica cost Miura. Namura, Etimia share, Aquacan was him. Now, yet me a good grabbing to Etia, because I know see alternative route. A crime very good, yes. A year Kubasi, Abetinim, Ediba, a year grabbing, and Etia, Eddie Eba grabbing. Because now, no, me do it as a pin and milk of our need as a grabbing, and I'm a tifa a year. Etia, intimidate by ya, let us say. So now, baby, a pimso. And send me the candle, and answer me about pimso, and send me baby drew a year. Now, because all shares now, the tremu a year at Tia on my pen. On your immediate left, there's a business here. So, a honor name so be there, friend. I can tell you. Okay. So, I know. It is technically a home. And now a year business grabbing. Oh, a Shiano. I just a Fuller, a year Governor Fuller on the Bebe Toshan. It is Fuller Commission over 100 years ago, and a Fuller a Bebe day. A beto Fuller Nani is what it's grabbing. Fuller Commission. One more planning. When to call Kumasi Fuller Road, no, a year FULLER, I Governor Fuller. It is Fuller Commission. That's that time, or or into Tremotia, or far left now. Let us say, what the quack intends to a thick forest. They get an animal peninsum, grabbing peninsum. Yes, I have thick forest in the morning. Yamina maybe can have into the grabbing. Just out to me say, well, you're here, can see it. Or you're here, can see it. To me, the may answer me quack or penno. A man can't say, or here by because honest, a woman cut to Manacanes. And no hand to either by nature, a year parrot. Deluxe. Deluxe. Nature. Which is a room one, also a room cassia. Bed in here. Room 1 a wahine kesiye favorite room. Oh, okay. And a former president kesiye favorite room. Oh, okay. And fine. It is just a extra. And sana sa room 1. What me wura ko hwe ho. We dey just na chance say the was here Princess Deluxe no. Oh yes. Why come? Why come pa. That me ko dwabin bia room 1 me ko akopɛ. Me ko da fie. Unko da fie.
na emu no ka che na echa say na echa wada room a me pesa me ko excursion wo room 1 e wo Princess Deluxe e wo dwaben na mu sa na echa say room 1 no
e dey na special e wo hu e dey special na pesa me ko hwe
ai e dey pa na ntwi mu pe na echa mu sa say room 1 no dey pa na wo ho no ma dey na echa pesa mbusa na echa say wo yin ba na echa hono de mood wa hye bibia kama ho just a room 1 no e dia pa ohine ba e busa me pese me hunu dia pa de room 1 ohine ba the last hey ba jabin
ba wa mama jabin bie un say the last ho na we Yama mi do kuya the hono just say
an approach to Dwaben no what was citizens of Dwaben o mayebi na e ma wo kai in 1960 that's that time 1960 now yeah baba yeah presidential elections but 1960 is the first ever presidential elections in Ghana inti Kwame Nkrumah Papa Kwame Nkrumah yada and Papa JB Dankwa. In fact, and February 4, 1965. Yeah. And Papa JB Dankwa free mo.
Oh, okay.
Interneno say uko na nadu Dankwa kufuado atena ya the near so gone.
Okay.
Na uko adade ntem ewo Easter Chem municipality ya. Anasa ebuakwa safa chese wahine awada de ntem no. Na chetosagefo so motia for penyin asona PCA and also asem kese de man you got February 4 1965 and Joseph Boachi Dankwa Chiritwe Boachi Dankwa Joseph Chiritwe Boachi Dankwa and 1965 February 4 and ofri mo that's that time na Kwame Nkrumah and not to them the Kwame Nkrumah didn't told them no and na 1960 no and first presidential elections ever in Ghana and ma nipa miensa Solo Odamtin and JB Dankwa and Kwame Nkrumah den eka ho and Kwame Nkrumah win ya or the be first president of the Republic of Ghana. Let's just say July 1960 July 1 and Ghana a year republic because 6th March a year 1957 no na yenya independence but the Queen of England remained the head of state and Kwame Nkrumah a year head of government it was Oshemwa the process in 1951 and a year leader of government business so no and a 57 no I feel a prime minister and 1960 and a president so and was it the same February I don't know whether February 2 or February 4 in fact February 2 is the birthday of my chief executive chairman of the Despite Media Kwame Despite February 2 no into either February 2 or February 4 mu baako and non so no you could word no I always me no me who which you referendum the year referendum no and a year no so party state so no so per se
one
pluralism it then can say one party state but now so party state it is that time no ubeto ediama so party no and now say ubeto akasa ye pluralism so into no and 99.91 99.91 I can't say almost per se ye so party until ma see people in the soul party here in Ghana so when I see people in the soul party here in Ghana until yade etna musa ekowie say year 1965 into 1966 incidentally 1966 and so it is the same February
and the February name say Ghana
no say February 24th 1966 na ye yawada so na ye yawada ene no so ye de tu eye Kwame Nkrumah so no e de February no ehia pa
February mu nya wo yabakose mo mo so aye wo mo February mo na kasa no so say akasefo no so gum pa
February no from middle of January to middle of February ene ya Aquarius it just so check it say one more ya Aquarius what is it I mean say water babies no e dey na water babies no e fa wo mo so enti asama da ho no no eno no Marjorie
over na wo fei na sa ene your birthday nti yan kan che
Dabi mini birthday
say your birthday for
mini birthday
sa
Dabi mix the kra
ba etio for ne your
mini birthday me di 11
ebi kra na obi tro books bi a odo udin bebem
me di 11 and na that ye di me birthday amame na at age 11 ye di birthday amame ye di cake abesi wo and ye di knife 200 ya
sa
ai ye di cake ebesi ha se ebesi ho no and na me di knife no kotwa cake no ahopopo ne de ewo mu nyina na me hopopo na second 12
oh
e say akwai we so pass birthday obedi akwai we wudi ni na second we yakwa de battery family
everyone a birthday di funo
everyone just a birthday
whether I say be anti bia oni bufu na oni ni yase odi bufu na yam ya ne ya o na mo hu se fie bufu se fe tete no ye abenkwan wo kutu na ye efie fufuo pa na ne papa nso ye polisi ni pa na polisi ni ya ba me nana na waba ne ye so nkoto ya nkwan ne mra na nkwan firi ni sa e ma no bofom nipa dodo enkwan efiri wono so no oni fufuo kra bi no bi anso man so nkoto enkwan wo de ne abi ni
yes why don't me also a knife no man fan cake no
efiri wono so mpon wa se
me birthday bia enye Kofi Kumbo sen kura nka me
I'm for Sunday today is your uncle's birthday na me say me uncle ben but ni pa so ka uncle na me say me uncle wa ADAKABRI na dile na mu so okay
asidana na da bia me de be ma wo Kofi Kumbo sen na onpe gidigidi bia enti Kofi Kumbo sen na me kura me kai
o kan wo so ka na birthday na is a me ka na me so wa so share your crowd VIP or crowd be a ref
o je nye media kura ni but Kofi asidana na me da no
na me so insurance na me
he's a great guy the Kofi Kumbo sen ye nipa bia we very meticulous very meticulous say unse radio ni chichem 15 minutes the radio ni chichem 15 minutes I was say every 15 minutes biano bibi fufuro bi I was 15 minutes the next 15 minutes you should have moved to the next issue and say otna adia ba ko more than 15 minutes and no na man Kofi Kumbo sen timi hyehyɛ ya meticulous so what the 15 minutes cry show ubenya no masa wo 15 minutes no I just say 15 minutes no be enjoyable so in the radio no nya more time ya de ma wa wo de but less time
na de ade be ye no
na if be brevity that brevity no BREVITY no the brevity no or can asem a can mako it within 15 minutes Kofi Kumbo could get you a whole show so be say BBC be ma news in 6 minutes 6 minutes so be can 6 stories it ye then yetimika 6 stories in 6 minutes then Kofi Kumbo betimi aye program 30 minutes 45 minutes but you will still have plenty to swallow it in fact Kofi Kumbo no he is to be studied so just auto boys no and out of the radio no so on kaso be hu di mapo on te no me say bisiana mabusan say no ho te sen no na fe no masan abusan say ne basekua or a pretty girl be a friend sekua
I know bonity
na kola na
so me go school na me wo adamfo girl be na we Professor Hagan Professor Ega mo CPP men ne ba girl
atapen
ne friend no Araba Sigua Ega
Araba Sigua Ega me director atoko amina mensa so ne ba edi Sigua mpantifo no so mutu ni ya
mutu mane kama pa
mutu mane ya kama pa edi kofi me de wase every kofi na ma me nua ba metu on kwa menka se birthday and me nua ba Mrs Margaret Usuba Tema Women's Hospital director of Tema Women's Hospital Mrs Margaret Usuba you want mo no nti magide se brother no ofre me meji so wodi kro happy birthday now dan Mrs Margaret Usuba so no ni nua be ma ene na naso kwadankan fense ji abo onwehene so no enti mi kwa mi se bia na onwe na aka bia tiri mi aba so menka che me birthday na say na birthday doctor free no so Kofi Compulsion na me ne doctor didia na FM na tira bi ka say dem be fro it better go some dey as dem Kofi but I'm not the birthday type enti name mu no e de obetimi asu afiri mu ana say abo brapa
sa pepe of
it is said na me can say dwaben hene wa ma dwaben aye no eno na ko back 1960 no a na ye ko presidential elections no nipa assign Kwame Nkrumah nomination papers ye ba ko a oka ho Berima Otuo Echampon na Berima Otuo Echampon no na oye Kumawu hene enti Berima Otuo Echampon no in fact eno ko Kumawu a na wuhia Berima Safo Twirebo Akodua na je se wa hunu se ohene kese na na ya mponsan so Kumawu hema na Berima Otuo Echampon no na o support Kwame Nkrumah na himfo no dodo no a so ani nye ho support na kwani abefa so a o support president bi na president so ade anidie be mawo na wasiesie wukurom ade amawo ntia no na Berima Otuo Echampon na ye Ghana Education Trust School so no ana okokofa Twirebo Akodua Secondary School ade baaye na saa time no omusan hwe so ema Kumawu nsuo so baaye nti Kumawu nsuo baaye no ne no behwe a John Mahama no running no vice president na Miami wo fei
Kwamnado for no finance
minister and Professor Mills the late Professor Mills and so until that time no and ono so sabe shemu
wo me yes 3
case no Kumawu Konongo and na Kwawu Rich na kuto so and na yekotwe nsuo ni different it I recall say President Mahama ekogina at the time no vice president and okoko gina pepiase na oka sensu no ho asem de ombetimi aye enti ene no utum se normal akoduru se Kwame Nkrumah boa Kumawu yie de ma Nana Otuo Echampon Berima Otuo Echampon enti wo behunu a se wo ba Kumase a na wote askwa radisco on mo a oba Kumase a na mu odene ko wie se oduru afijase a wo se ye bypass so ahunu oduru dwabe a wo se ye bypass kwan obefa so a e de se akwasi ade na ne drive no ne se car ne tukura ho a na ohye ho na je se ye hunu because wo hunu se Berima Otuo Echampon na etwam yi a car ko ahwe be si na bo that and car so 8123 and say omode calls ti ene no se wo hwe asetena Nana Dwaben in fact Nana Dwaben ne accolade no amongst them no the key one is ye bonum na ne se oye sechere hene it let say sechere sase so nyina no Nana Dwaben oye sechere hene it is sechere hene na wa kwan a wafa so ebua Ghana mampanyini na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ewo no ma ho no eba ya be ye chairman of the council of state no leverage ema se wo hwe se industries crowd ya badwaben expatriates nyina ya adwuma wo dwaben enti nyanwanwa say in the 60s Berima Otuo Echampon said ye wosi ne Kwame Nkrumah ye no saa na Nana Dwaben enso so ene Nana Akufo-Addo enti se ne papa mu a senka ohini bi align no ho not to a political party but to a president na emwa president so eden and the buano. At the end of the day, the ohine no kofa bae no. Enyo oman ma
na.
Enyo oman ma.
Say about my man na be nya so mfa so.
So it is a gamenya baby de me na yasi. Line me ho with a president bi. Na president no pema semwa.
No obeye omwa.
Na say obekọ memwa. Ama when you dedicated secondary school obesiase.
Yes.
When you a hospital obesiase. When you a police police station wo KLB. Esi ho no mo a. Na miura egu akura fra na okese. Wodi frehwere so ebe ka dwo na miura etimi the master plan to because eneno ye kan outer ring road outer ring road no and between Joso Besiase and the Shreso, and ye de akotwam mampontene, e de akosi ahinkro, e de aba. Ni nyina na ye say, ohene de align on positively.
Yes.
Na kwaji bibi fabra. You don't need to be politically active, say, many political party we na ekwa na eba, debi. Obi aba wamra himfie mra mechiao. Nemo, you align yourself with a particular president.
Yeah.
Said there, once I can say, Kwame Nkrumah bema tu champon assign ne one nomination papers no assign bi so no Kwame Nkrumah edru ba bia no say o tu kwan a na unse no oni vice president enu ntina nipa miensa na na hwe Kwame Nkrumah akire o tu kwan nipa miensa na hwe na akire no baako eye wahene kese akwamu eye kwaf akoto so no osagefo na baako eye Bombay ya kweku baako ne papa ne afendo Kofi baako na fe no be ma tu champon ka ho so no it is any pan me ensa no o ma hwe Kwame Nkrumah chi o si se Kwame Nkrumah yeden obesan aba ene ne yenya vice president enu nti no okwa emramu no ode na chi ede eja vice president into ahene de align with the president.
Oh yes it's true because wafa onim say wudu dwabe an your baby your fro ho damai na damai ho no erosion take over ekwan no hia na hia kwan nye ho ne de na kwan ne nye kra enti yera sapon yakobon fa ne fence na obe na se yi
yes
so ye na se yi no kobo hene kese amane sambre no oye regional minister o enti na ye NDC one and Professor Mills ye president no enti okobo hene kese amane na otu osiribo se sapon na wasie ye ya wo beye ahwe nipa domedi wachi ya wosan wa be mu adama nkwan aye busy basay ida wo we bakra sabi onfere no mo bakra na fine no be park cars ite hwa na aye sabre no ye Ashanti regional minister Urasa Mosapon ekeka no magu ma ene se wudu dwabe aye daman kwa aye yi afa mu nyina ye gusu kota ede eye white bia sam benkum ni nifa ni nyina no enfasodie ni bia eba no eti wabasa da kan ne kwan ano no so ohene de bia you are lying so one line no ho na do ho abo wo ma 2 minute kuta o mo no enye se wo bia bega so media me yese wo do ho bo de bia na wo twi mpuntu nwuma na wo de ba eye wukurom so na ma wukurom no aye kama enti na to siri bo de waye bi di ama dwabe pa because always no fa ho ne aban a wo so o align ne hu yie wa position ne hu yie na bibi ni a watwe no de aba krom
nti ohini bia no entra se ane president bi ntwe manso
David
ohini bia
na wo the president de ntwe manso ampuntu ne ba besi de na wo
ohini de entra se ane president
de bia sa wo dwen wo manfo no ho na hu kwa be fa so de bia be position
president ne party no wo mu no supporters ni bi wo okuro
yeah
it kokwaje
na de ba
align yourself diplomatically with the president.
Yes.
That is not to suggest to say we are a member of the party. And I say you are actively canvassing for the party. So no. And it's a pussy guy say ya. Not just say I wouldn't want about Maleba.
That's all.
And the papa because president was or the new ferry any buobi or the buo no. With me ya dear the mount. It does not necessarily have to be say any party leaders and they can't say into one line with the president into say president so free bunkum so free nifa. The most important thing is why you need to align yourself with the president. Now you're shame for today be free mobile. Minu ba be dim komo or how kakra bia obetimi a WhatsApp ya so on 050 600 0909 050 600 0909 na minu be dim komo etie wadwene ama oman ma so etie so no esoso adi ensusu ye de aba ama ni nyina se ye hwehwe asem no ne poma sibre na enoma bia etimi ha oman ma no se betimi asia no ana enne no ye be hya se adi nkomontem no doubt say Amaliba dru hantem Amaliba Kingsley Haruna ana ono Amaliba Kingsley Haruna ana ono representing NDC wabedru watena se na engineer Peter Antwibu Asiako of the New Patriotic Party and so ba betena se na director communications for the Convention People's Party mia minue kuma oseye kufia kwa wono nso no ba betena se na ene ne san nsɛmfua ɛnan ɛnɛnɛ ɔmo ba bɛdwene ho enti no ɔmo nyinaa bɛyɛ ɔmo ahoboa ɛde aba nsɛmfua nan a ɔmo bɛdwene ho ɛnɛ transport ministry ɛyɛ ahoboa ɛkɔ parliament akɔ yɛ bill a yɛ bɛsesa ɛyɛ Kotoka International Airport ayɛ no ɛyɛ Accra International Airport na wobɛhwɛ ne sɛ Kotoka no a yɛde to ye no in April 1967 the see ye ne yɛtu Kwame Nkrumah February 1966 na Lieutenant Atta Osepoku ene yeboa omo ye ne sɛ enka omo be ye de be ebeba status quo anti so no status quo anti ebesa ba etuoma twere ba bia na twere na at the time no there was great fight at the present Accra International Airport because Kwame Nkrumah na ono no ye airport no kura no or the to Accra International Airport and airport no so no 1949 labadi fo nyina ye demonstrate well labadi hene na ode asase no emma eye Ghana at that time can Ghana just
Gold Coast
any Gold Coast na that time or the man ya di see Accra airport no na nkukobuo no ana na ye yusu enti na BOAC oba na nkukobuo mu no kogina ana labade hene ma asase no at the time cry yetua ne ka 14,000 pounds enti na asase you better than 14,000 pounds I go ana labade hene di asase no ma ya yede ye airport no ana Kwame Nkrumah to no Accra International Airport but you too Kwame Nkrumah no na 67 April na resurgence ne ba ye say status quo anti ye besesa no na Lieutenant General Kotoka ye ho na kikiri otoreye
yes
otoreye no nyono nko aso na otoreye nipa bi so soja fo ni bi so etoreye ewo present day Accra International Airport honom no na de ko wie mu ne say ye de edin no to Kotoka International Airport no was it about Kotoka no a otoreye no na wom NRC fo no yes wom de to no anase na yen kai dum bi de si wo airport ho no na ye den ye kai ana because nya Kotoka nkwa na toreye wo honom asojafo ni bi so toreye nipa wu ho so ahunu enti say ye de to Kotoka International Airport na ye changing from Accra Airport to Kotoka International Airport ye Kotoka and ye hye na nimonyam say wono na na cha na una mane na cha me mo ha
yo mi wada makabri me do so papa
oyine ba na oho te sen
nya me adum afisia paso
afen kombeto yen na cha wada roma me ne dom ukodwaben na me busa se Princess Deluxe de wada roma no a ne kurekura dwaben na particular room number 1 no yewura ho kwa enya de room number 1 betimi yewura ho ene se jadwaben ni ba nana se Sajiman ne ba Magjerry Ebusam se ne papa e de ne wo sa rumu ahonti a yenwura hokwa na mse je se ohene ba na e cha pe eje wege hefo ma na ebe no mo de brofo ba aka de yeso ye de be hia ho mo ohene ba rumu an de ne wo honti a chese eye dan kese sa e wo Princess Deluxe e wo dwaben
ADAKABRI de me da papa for akonyen na me fa akonyen so de atia etiefo nyina na ma mo bia afisia pa no Craig Princess Deluxe a hotel kama pa Ujabia for the past almost 2 years now. That's my hofo ne efiet ne baby dia be your service is the A1 and your well be madam. Aha. Eba say you have open outdoor space for events near there. You papa whole of that you papa eba say you diane catering service there so and also a top notch and now yes your facility no a chalet on the hotels you have your high story building there the chalet so we give you that peaceful environment, that comfortability near there. Now what is that question say room 2 with ADAKABRI my main correct
room 2 so ahunu
Patrai.
Wada room mi room 1 na cha dan ohene ba na cha dan and room 2 no na sesi a me pass am kure ho
aha hona over the door hona ha na your chalet no ye wo 4 executive chalets and it's 8 single chalets in nyina ye 12 we know na executive chalets no which room 2 le kind and no we have a large hall with a kitchenette. In Tisawa Bana, we are home where best down now to be a baby round there. And no hope for that. And we have a large hall with a kitchenette, microwave, cutlery set, plate to be there, tea set there for your use. And son, I will make the main master bedroom with a king size bed. And a whole in our DSTV or both the room and then the hall in our DSTV or also room 2, no soon especially no bathroom no tiles different from other rooms, because the most kind of say exquisite and after the most
is exquisite abamu pa to the dwaben brofo pa no e why exquisite why never and the attitude of outstanding of all the rooms attitude of dwaben no say e dan bia mu keke e na ye de ma obi ma ne demu ana
me patrol executive rooms no and na medical atrium no say no the hall the kitchenette near the end no say you can move back no photo e bia ope the privacy or binya ho wa on pese bia ho no ba ne dem ne ade and na number 1 so I say make price me a different in the executive rooms no and we 1,250 a night.
He's a president bedwabi na be mu na de be manada.
Me patrol Wadaroma no nana gabi hime 3 years ago president ba ya obe lunch wo ho biditi any ade no and say two na ya de ma no fan wanda ye bata hili da hona
e just ohini betimi president betimi adadwaben no be dadwaben a ubenya ba bia manada the president dadwaben a
me patrol me patrol Intina make us a room 2 the topmost presidential suite Princess Deluxe.
You. Dear me petty, I don't know.
24 baby, I mean person my body. About hono, do a ha hona and other executive rooms no making in a price near 1,250 and a single one no so do how the back to if you send the bottom Mr.
I never nature said the woman said me badwaben na medican akra wan sana maba
me patrol you Wadaroma
shobia so mame na wahene kese so sachira hene so na chi anama me why
patrol ya ye beso wenyi papa
you
ye das papa
majali
oh yeah
as a president of the republic betimi adadwaben
oh yes the one said the why on it
yetimi siesie baby sa aka se bia daachi bi ni anyo hene a ebesiesie baby aka se bia daachi bi president bi beda
yes say e kire ohene no bobre so ho na e kire eye sabe baby akuro no so enyine de ko ene titirufo eba kromo ho nti baby saa no say nyame eya adom na yenya te se na echa anom no mo yes ade wo ho e wo be early school no wo
na ni so bi so call Wesley Girls it eja Wesley Girls ifoi ye ba amaliba men ho eti okay ohine ba na echa sachira hine dasibre otuo srebo
yes
ona ene papa nyine my friend say ne baba penyini
yes ne baba penyini
right ti yamra back to the studios na ye ka airport say no issue amaliba mo badwene ho issue osay kofia kwa badwene ho issue Peter Antwibu asiako ono so oba me adwene ho say yes say din no say yes say din say kotoka ena nipa bi free say ono no yahye na nimunyam nti ene ye de to kotoka international airport ana de si hono no nipa dodo including Lieutenant General Kotoka efrem nti ana ye betie ensusuyede a womode ba no ye betie ensusuyede a womode ba na ye wie so tombesa ahwe osahen Kwame na Fenyo Michael as the minority leader na no nipa bi ahase ekeka nsem bi say 80% of delegates are a war a futu omato abadi ama Kennedy Kwame Akompre ko Japan underscoring long standing relationships both business and family and everything between Kennedy Kwame Akompre ko Japan and Afenyo so a man he was a young man under 25 and a bank it man $5 million facility MOD business no yeah can't Fenyo so as a man so no besides being a lawyer he's been a business executive under 25 years a Ghanaian a bank an international bank it me advancing $5 million Emma or the year business excel na sa relationship no ne Kwame Japan ewo no adentina eye afutufo beto aba 84% enti ubehwe eye WhatsApp platform amia minua bibia eja me yini mu enye yie kwakwa mprachum sapon eye mampon MP
mampon so Kwame wona cho
BBS ni naso in fact say wo hwe sisi ano opariansa hwe enoma enna osache mensa bonso so ahono enna advisors na wo hono Jose ususu o bakwakwa mprachum ene baumia wo relationship bi ena chese o makote platform no say the Kwame na Fenyo any platform no so bi nti omu nyina ye say ye be hye white na akochia Dr. Muhammad Baumia na chete Kwame na so na omu ye media leadership media engagement bi enti otia na say egbo rofo na ko omu kotu no dimrika na ni hu ntoto na enye ne sa as minority leader there yentimi nka say Blackberry atnase na mum video bi a enye MPP ni ne postu ye na abranti a yede adwuma kese ede amano National Petroleum Authority eduji na propaganda nkoa na eduji cheche petrol adwuma ne adwuma kitu o floor price na ehun sensema ba some of the oil marketing companies ichire say yamma kwan na wo bia nya de ben emfa ne price mra na nipa bi so chire say da bi ye ne sa wa hwe nipa bi kwa kofa petrol fon petrol enye papa abetete so ama omo de age volumes ama nipa tumrika akom ho enu nti yempene ama obi nte so ma baabi emun sensem Kwame Tieku Star Oil dankana mo a omo ni abre educhi enna diko postu ye video a Kwame na Fenyo market woba na woba no MP seti wonyina obi amfi no ba kupe bi na Kwame na no kra na ese odene sa ye ni se odura ni mo no mo pare ansa ene fire Anthony Abai Fakabo fire wo yo hu bi o na afenyo chiam kra na operansa kra na ese opa na ni achi kakra chese eye fire Antonia Bai fa kabo de sabieku ese kwame nkunuma ejade na nu otwam wanfie no wa chese afenyo nye wansena kra na otwam ho na ja afenyo echiaye ochia wo matitu onye obi ayi nani nemum leader no a minuyen after Kennedy as given the chance he could be a good leader no Dr. Muhammad Bawumia mum yes afenyo chia no pe na Dr. Muhammad Bawumia eso afenyo na betri ho saa na ochi ne tenase etra me nchen into ochi ne tena ne nchen se pe na de kwagwam pratwum wa som na no sei afedi akire yes akofa photo sande ba aja obia nsusu ye de woni tirim enti Mrs. Barumia ohwe ba bi na nsusu ye de nemum Dr. Bawumia remained affable in all this enti ene omusha asiasi ye kika no aguna so adro Brian Samuel Brown Boaben mayor mapo wutede no ai eno say one more mashase afenyo must go agenda no omo hwe yie ema emu nsem bi enipa bi so mema ni muaya ni tete wanyu obi amana me kan categorically say there be eninti hwan kra na sande ba ya 84% nay 100% yay ana omde ene entwubu asi akon ba amale ba ba majority na sin ensem on badwendwene ho no wonwene wo yie aka nsem furu bia wa hai ebebo enti afenyo under siege ana ekwan ben na kwame na afenyo Michael ye no emo be minority leader osachei at the time no na ne de say afenyo be replace no na nadu dan kwa kufu ad na de ne wom enti osachei koye ema afenyo ebaaye tie nei jo se usu ene osachei mensa bonsu ena omo ye top me say crop of mpanimfu a omo ne Dr. Muhammad Bawumia nam ena omo chire no soso no miami nuan wakwa mpretwum so aba enti afenyo etesen wuyi na asem wanyi na asem eno so ye badwendwene ho meme ho ena cocoa prices yi si atwetwerebo cocoa board fo nya ya yantete cocoa prices so that's 3,300 no yente so ena Ghana mampanyine say wa odi adwene bi basanke yentete so emami fie emami office ye baye ne den Ghana mampanyine say ono ne papa yekuani ni nua Ibra yekuani ono Ghana mampanyine so yekuani international cocoa price na collapse ena wo mo hwe ani mu kakra senke bi ebetimi ankoso na cocoa board fo ya akwan say ye ne agric ministry ye ka bom na nke de ato nanim senka yentete prices na so a oso wa ukuta adwene bi ya say yentete cocoa prices so no emami office emami fie ye ba ne den ene ye hwe Ghana mampanyine nim so obeba ne ana obeba kina
so be do
it oba ombenya akukoduro
okay Jenny say
akoka say yentete cocoa price
no the price review committee nje omo say shia o na omo put indicators together but what fa cocoa no enra wo fa say Sam Jerome enumere no ba me program so na me interrogate no because you see ne dia ye hwehwe ne say mami ti o say emra nsa na wa be kasa asemi ne de awuram na eya asemi hia papa okay
o say chairman sabonsu yentie ne comments a wo ye fa expressway ho okotena Angel FM yentie de okan
okay
my Ghana for Antraba Mayeno. Ambayeno omuntimi ye. That is what we should, tackle them on. What you say? They say what can be bia so na mahu ne cedi ne dollar and interest rate bafom and so and so. And the other sectoral development go to the various sectors. Energy den is yo. Akwan ye den is yo. And the Kumasi Accra road is almost impassable. Only choice into what's offer so many sections now say oh kwa we now all drive on the road shoulder. Meaning so and can say also female road no so na shoulder na say you know on our old driver also the kaifa. Almost impossible after 1 year. We're not doing anything about it. What's the obey super highway?
Expressway.
That's I don't know. If you interrogate it, why would you do that? Yeah, a quite say yes. Now, traffic about and Gronibiso. And Coco was the first. And a Cofo, Obi, a quite fetchery, of diverted quino, and they wouldn't go traffic be any. And ne, and yinem traffic no, a hard dream. And ne, Konongo traffic no ha a hard dream. Kibi na a hard dream. And some women had you want to cook for divertify and so much divertify a kibiachi befa pedra equisi bunsu junction sad diversions in a bit straight in Kwanama a quite would be time would do Kwanosono a ye short a good for Sati when ye buy no so to us contractors was at Jumo went to Amaka Babaji and judgment that now the Ujato Okoye Super Express Road. Unim what calculate agricultural lands. Enfusasia ode sa kwan kofa so no kofa to pay compensation. A kwan cost no what calculate a wie. Are you saying we should know what is going to be the impact of Sani Road no on agricultural productivity? And then yes, as in yes, and the Igalam say no. Nyaka no so no ebe ma yaduane adi no so de koye kwan wa bra kwan no bi o ha bit ma fada sa. What the country needs now is not a super highway now. Diversions no ye ni ebe ma kwan na tere ademu a delays bi ama. That's number one. The other thing that we need to do is a real development. And yeah, express road no. Nye Kumasi Accra express road. I think we have better and then to ease traffic and you see a interchanges. And when I got airport runabout Swami, that ring road, Sufoline there, Santasi Dieno, a corner no more yeno. Now Santasi runabout interchange your hole and Wako Georgia runabout back home. Now Kobahi and Sandy, Nakusia and then the ring road, the inner ring road, there is an outer ring road, Sika, Nanka, or more debate your compensation. One market I didn't out to you know, Sika your compensation. You could pay baby for yes, you could pay baby for so to more and I'm going to your compensation. I'm yes, I now we need a second ring road. I'm a Makoye, say, Utra, a Jusso. First, lady, I know you never a Prade. A Prade junction, or Corona be fat a francho. So, no, be see, if I say, a Buakwa side ho. So, then it casts around. Now, be see, Santasa Kwanoswa. I think it was just before, just after Kokobing. And inside a diner holding now, come say, Omunyai, Omomosati, Omunyai, and with your compensation. Emma, be hanging on a coba say, Omuska Kutia, so to Modi and Embano, and people started going back. Say, Omo ye, and the amount of the second ring road, no, a coichery. I think it's between my 12 and 14 in the Anita Hotel, a Jusso, a cheap, and a Koshasi. It goes round. It goes round now. We do a year, I think it's Mampontin side ho. Now, Fay, what could see Ahinkro. Then it takes you to Bekwai, run a Yankwanta. A Yankwanta, and the Yankwanta, quite an echo for Joe Buyeno, who could do a Yankwanta, Nanka interchange you all. What I say, that is the ring road. I know more ye. Now there be see back to you have abandoned that. Never be bria. Omujina so my Ghana for Antwaba Mayeno.
Or say Chairman Sabunso. The comments on the expressway and Ote, you know. Now, San Norman way.
Yeah.
And Amaliba Kingsley Haruna of the NDC. And Engineer Peter Nchubuasiakon of the MPP. And Oseko Fiakwa of the Convention People's Party, Data Communications. Omobabe Junjun. Now, Nura. Sam Jerome.
Sam Jerome, yeah.
Sam Jerome. In fact, Jerome Sam. Say name in Sam.
Sam no.
Why Jerome Kweku Sam.
Kweku Sam.
Sam and it say name here Sam. It Sam Kweku Jerome Kweku Sam.
Yes.
Eba on the communications for Cocoa Board. I didn't know catch it all.
No. Enti wafana ochire mu say sadia yenim say cocoa price and now akofom. Enti say you know ono crash as say syndication bi a year 2023-2024 crop season no. Sa syndication no. Womo ye no oman ye ntima supply cocoa na it say ye de ko enti ekoka a deficit of 333,000 metric tons it say ye de ko. It womo womo buy na so womo ko syndication no. Na nya de ebetime enyeska. This is the explanation of the emma. Enti ekoba say it say womo pe alternatives. It womo mamo condition na say yabema osika kakra wow sa wode ye ka je se oba betua say sika no condition say wo honiye wo na be kire onipa e so de ma omo eye LBC sa ete say wo mo e de tokoko no e de bre wo mo na already no so say ye no ma sign agreement no so price na e da so no say price no eno na wo mo to no but also what say no o say okay cocoa market and then 3 days when I say increase by 2.9%. The Monday no, I think Monday no. Price in the at Yamba form.
$4,000.
$4,000.
7,000.
Yes.
And I'm not here to say be a
Bekosrana. So what do we do? To know kase alternatively no. One more say one best sign is kebi ediama LBC no. Now one ma woman to mean to omo but almost oma to be o. Sa no oka. E ma meka just.
Oma to be me first carry ma wo.
E ma wo mo. So
and sana affair ya catch say men fam man yento into the fagu
answer. So said they na kwa ye no. Enti my point is na bisa say cocoa yi u say to dey be a price ni timi piki e man fa so ti be be kire. Iti no sa reserves no ye ni ba bia
stabilization amount
bi ni ba bi a say ye drew this level na ye wo oil there wo ho stabilization yes account wo ho. Itani na cocoa de no ye nya stabilization account bi a
in case
e pikia because etimi pikia no na kuafo no say de no maka no ane no maka ye first can be ma meka omo ho iti ano ne pikia
72% of FOB it is a piki na fa so bi ba na ke nya stabilization account bi a na ka we no ye betimi de address ana erikopoko o man mu
obo ho ba say ono na enhye na se BMCC.
But
there should be a consultation. Now, yes.
Because
Erikopoku kwabra minta kando na health ho no nyina ese ye twetwe NDC akuku dam na wo nimde okoko ho no ye nim se okoko board na kwaje fa na mi wa fa nim se dia wo gan no me pa no member ba ko no ka say se sa den na cocoa board owura rande abe me name the background of say oye sabio oye cocoa farmer de be no nkire se ontimi nye see you and them cancer but ye wo the people say recope adena consultation bi nkoso say na ke betimanya joint ministerial committee
bi me ka chewe check ke yina ya no ko bankrum say ye hwe se betimanya kodro ne yatete so na mampanyini no so se wono ye kuani ne papa yekuani ne nua yekuani ondo ne yekuafo na economy ti wo a wo de adwene bi e ba say yantiti cocoa price
is in office it's eno na ekire say wo ye adwuma o eno na say no owura rande abe this is the time obe demonstrate ne capability say wo ye CEO baba sa na tie wo ye goalkeeper na da po mu na say wo good defense na say ball ma so a and then that we are best player of the tournament.
Incidentally,
so this is the time
between 2012 and 2016.
Yeah.
Nipano cocoa board no. Aye, Dr. Stephen Kwabena Opuni.
Opuni, yeah.
Opuni from one persuaded from Pona Cam. Opuni and a new cocoa board. na opunini President Mahama a good relationship. Emma opuni de na si form ama finance ministry and to me amaji adwuma bi to say cocoa roads ba say almost $150 million per year and amounted to $750 million ya de be kwa cocoa roads no yes on highways and urban roads e be deal direct on my finance ministry Emma opponent me ye argument no Emma President Mahama so support no it no opunina or a strong pa e wo cocoa board Randy Abesuso no he's more like a junior brother to the president Randy Abeni President Mahama close papa I was enjoy a cordial relationship with Mrs. Lodina Kosua Mahama right enti adenti and Randy enti me leverage on a relationship no with the president.
Now, what I mean say when if is about relationship?
Yes.
Okay.
Because Nanado Bay, you know, or the agric or the cocoa board ko share agric previously na finance.
Finance.
It's the relationship between also Free Yakuto or Hineba and the president of the Republic then Nanado no. Emma cocoa board cocoa share agric. Okay. And then one say and share Erikupuku as
Akosha finance.
Akosha finance. So no.
Yeah.
And a band says so finance board member on cocoa board ho. And he hit that to the Nanka deputy minister the other court now. Net trade is also the deputy minister so court now. But this time round finance minister not at board.
Not at board no so.
Who's the latter part no can operate court now board no.
Yeah.
Enti ubusa who say leveraging on your relationship because say baba say why wouldn't so be asem bia baby dey see office here nsimi fie no how do we handle it abale bamba beka
one babeka but the mean say o mampanyin say that can be over na na ochina ochina ya wada likely some beko cabinet so ochina enti me sure say bia leveraging that relationship and baba so week we are because yenyanity say one more your plugins be or my plugins no mean to me activating without letting the president yes into meji say
because I come back to Mahama style nibi say challenges ba economically not say tepe and then the finance minister into the whole ministers on the cabinet table no it me kofa against say tepe na say tepe at President Mahama atenase no I cannot some of the actual President Mahama. It woman say where the year cabinet ye ko use take bedi. President no ka no support to take view no. Who is over to about back atija. Hey, Amamo is a complex business.
And that form.
I'm just at the time they do no. Master man I'm saying here man to be cancel. Remember a date.
Mate.
Na master me here. Mate. O master me here so no. It be to do with society.
Okay.
Okay. But for now, the Yama Malibamra.
Amalba Transit. Transit number count.
Major was Ajimai and senior co character. Waba, na Fisuno, Waba Beshimin crying. Ama or the Atnemo at the Ayah, the assessor of the ABR. I'm not free my bankroll. February is the love month, so she's wearing red. Into no. I wonder. You're wearing red. February is the love month. You're wearing red. I'm all about me what I say.
Over. Majoso.
Into Kotoka International Airport, there's a bill to rename it Accra International Airport. And then also Chairman Sabonsu that we don't need expressway now. And I think you're marking under siege as minority leader. The cocoa prices collapse. Amalaba, Wunia engineer Peter Njubuesi Yakoba Bekam. And Oseko Fiakwa, Director Communications for the Convention People's Party. As well Baba Bekam. Into the Kaye. Na wait me was up here on 050 600 0909. 050 600 0909. Near Brena Intimin Kind. I say good afternoon, Neat. Osei Mensah still has the audacity to talk about roads. what did his government do when there was they were in power? Shameless people. Ghana is going forward under the visionary Mahama. I'm lucky boy, Accra New Town, and or they message what they buy. Then on Facebook Live on social, a few of them, and what they just say, Cash, and on there, or no say happy birthday to Father Kabri. Piaga, Osikoko farmers are suffering. Mahama pay us, and or they and also so a buy. The Stephen Papa K. Hey, my uncle ADAKABRI, the historian, and or they and she has from Kwama finance minister. Wafa K. New plan circle. As a President Jomama, please, cocoa farmers are waiting for their money, and or they and also so a buy. Hussein Adams, was a good afternoon, ADAKABRI. I'm watching you live from Ashaman, Joshua Kamba, and or then she has from Kuswamano. Na Cash. Or say, have a good afternoon. Please leave MPP alone. MPP is not in power. What is wrong with you? How much have they paid you? You mean to say? And Aram Francis, MPP never changed. The very thing their grandfather told Dr. Kwame Nkrumah about motorway and other developmental projects is being echoed today by Honorable Sechi Mensah-Bonsu. 8 years in office as majority leader in parliament, what did he do about Accra Kumasi Road? Allah has built an express road. Why? And Ode Ebaye. Now, I'd wish him was watching live from Oyare Fatuta. I'm Alibaye Moatanasi.
You're over.
Why, yeah.
Good.
No man, me and Sandy, Dawakuma Swabakane.
Of our mincho and a mincho for. Engineer Bunsi Akusutia, the catching some number, the Jumana Mayamano. Offer a fire marking under siege. Issues seen now are so interesting. But the MPS medical can the cocoa farmers issue. In fact, one of the troubling issues at the moment, and it is part of the complex problems, main kind of institutional issues are NDC you're inheriting.
Yeah,
the cocoa farmers, the cocoa board, and then farmers issues some cocoa, scum crano, a buying intimi, Nasa Musika or say Munya free.
Previously, previous government over 3,200 per bag, and now we are 3,300 per bag. I feel
over. The cocoa industry no equity peculiar issues. And those matters no emanated from how it was handled during the previous regime. I side with McJerry. Say, Kawasanya Stabilization Fund be ya de beto ho a the cocoa price no cost ro surplus say benyano yem fan to sas futu no mu na prices no e drop ho na the situation be like the ye faces here and koba na ye dia support. I agree with him, but the point is NDC if you are bemu sorry else about bemu 2025 have we gotten that opportunity? We haven't. Even Yebifra Bem in 2016 under President Mahama, cocoa farmers or more pension scheme were you start here. Sika edo to MPP are buying bet now so 80 they bad no more to us. So they did nothing in support of that or to continue how we left for them. Besides that, Moko J Bosia 2023-24 crop season no. Ya manti me supply cocoa ni na. Which has become a debt on the neck of the cocoa board. An issue that needs to be dealt with. And which motor bags or the same jute sacks, I think for in excess of 3 or 4 years, at the time when we need jute sacks and more in here, we more clean at the begu. Sika be na kutu ya sacks neka. Enye cocoa board for sika na se sika e be free cocoa industry cocoa product ni mo aba ni kwa kutu ya na. 2020, is it 2020 census, right? I cited the data, but if I can retrieve it quickly. I buy a budget 54 million Ghana cedis. Say all the cocoa farmers. What happened to that money? So the profligate and ostentatious lifestyle
of who?
By the managers at the time. In that case, a mess way. And until any lock out from the syndicated loan marketer. Now, muntimin kwaje loan and they have to find a way of solving it. How do they solve it? Say, omo raise it domestically by talking to banks to form consortium and provide money for cocoa board to purchase the cocoa. But how feasible, as our approach, it means solve the problem of cocoa board FAC here. It never did. It never did. Look, cocoa board and to cocoa directly in free farmers. Cocoa board Jisicana or the ma licenses buying companies. Now Mato near Tuamoka. Now, previously, now buying to me koji syndicated loan. Now loan never. Because I buy koji syndicated loan, so I buy the bar now or announce a price, a drop pool, a cost row, a remaining the same one. Once I buy, I announce prices now cocoa farmers, so the government have to pay. But you know that cocoa prices a drop of a cry or world market. Because of such syndicated loan, companies now ye took the comma those companies decided to engage the license buying companies to direct and give them the money to buy for them. You see how the price now conform. A buying so announce a fixed price for the cocoa. Yeah, so more total fixed price now or boka. And they're not willing to bring the money. And that creates a problem way. I am not unmindful, say Randy Abe and his team are working around the clock to solve this matter. It will be solved. And going forward, we will see how to structure and reset the whole cocoa industry. So how we are abano and to asubium.
Reset it.
It is. Oh yeah, we have to reset it because once it is broken, it needs to be fixed. And the resetting is all about refixing or fixing the system or break it down. Or might not break it down, let alone the cocoa board. And a part of the institutions are break it down. And with a competent team under Randy Abe, these matters too will be dealt with. I find you under siege. I see. Sakene. And me huna okuta tawo. Meaning so called by Omefi no toy dia menim. So I thought he was even going to a washroom. Who fifling kwa? Ojen who baby anye.
Why you den?
Why you den? Aha. Over in politics. Baby asa bewe eye dwuma pa. Owi of one san wa hwe nsa. Eye politics mu na eye dwuma.
To boas na menkinka de mfama menko anim. Wisdom Gambo Komla ene kasai on Facebook Live. Wafa. This is what I hate about NDC. Always talking without taking action. How many months now does Randy Abe take over? If the previous managers do any wrong things, send them to court and stop complaining to us on radio. Abba, we are tired of the excuses. They want solutions, not excuses. Amaliba, what have you got to say to Wisdom?
He's not following the conversation proper.
Or say, Uba ye afia twem.
Fine. Okay. Okay, say court. Sabe, it said you can cook a good boom. Uchina penal nashim. Is that what he's talking about? If someone have committed a crime or has committed a crime during a tenure in office as a public officer, that process will continue. But the mess of our criteria to work over these consequences is what we are discussing. It's what we are finding the process with.
Excuses now, woman.
Nobody
on TBB.
Excuse.
That is the word he uses.
He is fine or not, but my excuse be. There's a problem.
As someone can say, previous leadership, no. And
any excuse. Is that his understanding of excuse?
To avoid talking directly what you propose to do now.
Is that his understanding of the word excuse?
What do you propose to do now?
Offer. The proposal that we are doing is like I said, say Jerome Sambetana, he's spokesperson Coco Ball. Explanations about the Maya a bit different from the Maya. The issue is previously syndicated loan and near access ejebano because of the how do you call it, poor mismanagement and inefficiencies of the previous regime.
And what you say, he considers these comments or say or considers our comments as excuses only because after 12 months, won't mean any indication of possible wrongdoing be a so you are just lamenting.
I'm not lamenting. It's not a lamentation. It's not a lamentation. It is the effect of the problem that we inherited.
This is what I hate about NDC. Always talking without taking action. How many months now does the Turandiabe take over? If the previous managers do anything wrong, send them to court and stop complaining to us on radio. We are tired of excuses. And you are lamenting in his view.
I see. Well, that's the beauty of democracy.
You, Amaliba, know all this. But you were complaining in opposition. What are you talking about? Wisdom none of this and one.
That's fine. Fair enough.
Engineer, I'm what I say.
Major also ADAKABRI.
Now, what's this?
But offer. Yeah, Kotuaba, a flag bearer. I feel you're marking.
And you're on your drew. Are you lamenting, giving excuses, or you are profit solutions for
none of them.
The predicament?
None of them. None of them.
Excuses now.
None of them.
Cocoa prices collapse.
Master, how German I want to make a I don't know. I bomb pusa. A bomb pusa. Okay. ADAKABRI. Now what is it?
I mean, we were ready.
I will wait.
Ubesiana.
I'm not even a die.
And many man die.
Papa, when you know man die, is it?
I
where sure? Where sure now with you? Yo, ADAKABRI, a for me, Chavia. Now, I'm saying, yeah. Election, this is the first time I'm ever here.
And great.
And your best says, I'll be in your break a cry. Now, you're the abo. Young Dr. Mahmood.
Why are you panting?
No, because I'm a full test number. Into obviously, me panting.
Are you sure? Don't feel baby nobody.
Yeah, okay.
I'm Malibu.
Yeah.
See, no, what for us in the moment?
No, I was running on the side.
Why are you running?
But I heard you talking, making excuses.
Maybe because I'm running.
Because you're making a lot of excuses. Mama, you are here.
No, why? What do you want? Mommy, watch me. And it's all come.
Yeah, about 20 minutes.
That's all come. 20 minutes. 2 minutes scramble. 2 minutes scramble.
Okay. And Dr. Mahmoud Obenya the opportunity to talk about it. Abra Ebeshe, a minority leader, Kwame Nafenyo Marken under siege.
Me that's Sibebre.
For now, dear, Coco no, and I'm a little bit.
Yeah, Ghana for Omo Ebuayen, Coco mu, Omo Ediasha Omanya Bepum Sabre. Na ADAKABRI who say Nyankopon we Bible say in sina twetwe. Nye nipa dua no eno a na wotwa. Untimi nkodua banche. Ade ye hia na okotwa bode. Susukuru a omu susu yede ma NPP no. Ene eno ena abisi omanim. Omo fansansuo na omo nom. So edua a omo pese emu emo hema no. Sa edua no hey, a passes a woman. Me see, where the young you catch them say, Ghana for catch them say, and peep and this ya buying. Say the Garresi ho near sa in Susi home near the situation cry, almost messy Ghana for you know, about your muting. 1 year, best no call 12 good months, Abesnoko ADAKABRI. There has not been a single interventional policy introduced by this government. Not a single one. The contractors are not paid. Everyone is complaining. Oh, $1 above
Ubi wana say dollar ba from say na mo ka kire no. Ubi wana say every SHS. Ubi wana so and they e be na ato wo no. Randy Abe on. You see, Nyankopon enche no otwe ni pakao. Na obi te say Randy Abe say on. The guy who pretended as if he is a neutral presenter on the radio, on the television. When he sits down and he's interviewing NPP4, he plays number 9 for NDC. And they adwuma kakra de che nsem hwe. And what was born hono. Me say, the best decision, the first decision they need to take at Cocoa Board, is to slash everyone's salary, including Randy Abe. It just almost allowances and salary. It's just almost slashing into half. No much omoka. Omabon Randy Abe. Wabon who the fanfa. So that's it. Yeah, Randy Abe ni TV so Metro TV. Okotna ho. Ubi one man say, I'm coming on to and people. I'm coming on to. Musora must say COVID and economy na mayan man. Obia so nim say obia say bi na adwuma
Cocoa issue now has become
Randy Abe. Anu na me bayi. Office omamuo eye nkoda agro. Ebi na me
Cocoa Board is an institution, not Randy Abe.
Me say amamuo eye nkoda agro. Yemfa ni agro. So that's it. Ebi eni nua betena ha. O cha say o kasa nyina. Ohun bi o mfa excuses no ma. Excuses no ma. ADAKABRI. You see, all men catch Ghana for say NPP for aban. Jania ye ba mamu mu Cocoa bag ba ko ne ton be 700 Ghana cedis no. Etimi peja ya ko ton no 3,000 and over. And this for say mu sisi Ghana for ye de ye ba bag ba ko bi a mo ton no 3,200 no. Ye ba ya la ye de saka form kan katrama so. Ye be ton over 6,000 per bag. And this for Sanom catch Ghana for Randy Abe ya okan bi mu hu na ni so musora mu se COVID Cocoa mun ton 6,000 per bag mun to Randy Abe o ena wo ho an lose power ne den kotra Cocoa Board ena wo twe fa ne bo no enei ADAKABRI ko da wo sere me say o twe fa ne bo ha me say Randy Abe you see na me be twa ni pa bi ka especially wa mamu mu nipa kakra bi wa Nyankopon hwese otwa mo yemfa ne be nhyɛ mo nsa no mu hu sɛ ne esite na ebi ne sa Randy Abe no na they say when you're not expecting anything you can never be disappointed. Truly, I am not expecting anything good from NDC government. If you give them 100 years, they cannot come up with any innovative idea, any policy direction or my money benefit. They cannot.
Can you spare them a solution?
One solution I'm demo Randy Abe's salary, almost directors no almost salary. It just is slashing by half. You see, when things became so difficult for
and what do we do for the Ghanaian farmer?
Another mechano, since so much into Omoka, Omojia. Omon kono ko perform bia at least entimi ntwe omokakra sika no ko mo fanche omo munyi wo don vanidi ko mo say ye benya sika na de betua moka because obi anna obi can say 30 bags of cocoa me dia ko away ya tro note ama me say me nko sika ba de bebre me won so frey was me was 75 bags yemfo mienu ye de nyina ko ya tro note ama yen say yenko sika ba. So what is happening? ADAKABRI, what is happening? This is the cause of the smuggling. Man for be smuggle na omo they call other countries na omo yaka na. But you see, I don't know why the private cocoa buyers, this is the opportunity for them. Cocoa price always above from na kosro. I think it's a very good opportunity for them to buy and store them for
would the law allow them?
Why not? Why not? I mean, they buy
government set the price, and you can't buy it lower than government set.
No. The current price now more no. You cannot go and buy it below that. And see, most of them are private people. You take the risk. This is the time we want the businessmen to take the risk. But the thing is, And then man baby econo. So we a businessman now will take risk with this government. And that's one way I hope. So they all calculate. Now and you know risk a huge because if you don't see any prospects, looking at policies and programs are buying the go Randy Abeba, ye musa say, then pan we introduce cocoa border. Ye kasa sadi we there, bebuama cocoa, ni buako through cocoa production, be through, and my woman help. Peter,
me your relationship with the outside world, the Bretton Woods institutions, the international markets. 1954-55, cocoa destabilized Ghana. Price of cocoa. Emma, the then finance minister, Komla Agle Bedema, Kwame Nkrumah Naneo, and the bar say, cocoa a costro, and into young concoto a year cocoa 6 shillings 12 6 plus 12 shillings. It's like 72. That price no. And na Bruni catch the Kwame Nkrumah catch and say, uku ade we say okotoni say dia yo na enche na international market ni ayi bibi ne dia collapse wo be kire. And ma Kwame Nkrumah e ka say the obeto cocoa no 60 shillings instead of 72. Na what is kano kakra na what they acquire Ghana Education Trust Schools. And no hun tokwa and see Ghana ma ho kire ba ye enti ya kokote National Liberation Movement. That time Aswansi Community Center ama mpenifoi omubufu ya omutisi Lisbon ama papa sesibe omo efa dwantoye eko dwantoye ho ekokoto dwan koko dinabasa no koko no subin mu dinabasa no ko ahemfie kope bafo akutu and ma kikiri ba Ghana Satana say Kwame Nkrumah tu na mo bi and Bruni edisa cocoa collapse of cocoa price e between twana kwam and is it fair to suggest to say as a John Dramani Mahama tu na mo bi enti yes collapse cocoa price na a destabilize Ghana John Mahama ultimately no na Ghana suffer na Ghanaians suffer ana
ADAKABRI, you see, this should not even come in at all. I mean, indeed, at that time, as our history a woman, that time, a major natural resource in our Ghana. Hey, Coco, gold, granny into na hebia bebre, send a tune in. Say, you were gold, a cajon,
oil.
Yes, I were oil,
Timber.
Yes, I were timber. And yes, I were human resource. That time, population of Ghana, then about 5 million. You see, a number 10 million. So that's it. So we still have human resource.
Not your 6.5.
So that's it, 6.5. You say about 30 million. So we have all
adding 800,000 every year on top.
Exactly. And there cannot be any excuse. Say this one sector. And cocoa no Ghana when produce. And if a decision is being made in Ghana concerning cocoa, na say about a year for say will be country back one or no produce a fraction of cocoa. I take it decision. There be collapse cocoa. It cannot be.
And your international trade mechanism, no, Switzerland.
It cannot be because of a decision made by this government. And we cocoa price. In any case, I do not see how this government should even suffer in any way. Then they cannot even have any nerve to complain about anything. Because when things were difficult, they never believed that any external influences can affect the economy in Ghana.
Yeah, you should say.
So that's it.
Amaliba will be because if in 1954-55, external influence ma Ghana what today?
You see, the omun to me and so omunye and my impeka should be in fan shasi ma womo. We cannot try to conjure any excuses for them. They should solve it. They should pay them 6,000 per bag.
If in 1954-55 external influences it destabilized Ghana, it to the cost of a year Kwame Nkrumah Abai, notwithstanding the 65 Ghana Education Trust Schools now. Presently, do you believe, say, collapse of the cocoa price now will be an external influence to destabilize be a somewhat good course be a mama. I shall see a kwana.
Well, it might not be exception, but what I see, Engineer Busiako is doing what they are expert at.
Which is?
Create the problem, leave it there, push it on someone, and hang them. And won't be no kakawa.
And it deliberately no creative.
But you see, what he Obusa say, Randia be better at home. You don't know what Randy Abbey has done. Randy, please, can you stop your radio, your phone?
I'm trying.
Please, be matured. Stop that. You see, Randy take you over. On my Ghana for who problems are at that cocoa board ho. Our co-inheritors as you. And Randy mentioned the MPP for J Coco Bosia. You saw the seed advance over 33,000 tons where you couldn't pay. What MPP for some Bekasai? They kept quiet. Engineer TAE. The industry you manage better. Cocoa buy a yantin ton you know. And you are asking Randy Abeso Beye Cocoa Board CEO. You might have a personal problem with him. That's fine. When NDC was in power, some generals also work against us. Of course, Kwame Sefakan of this station or this company or media house also serve as a Kufuor Gada appointee.
It's never true.
Please.
It's never true.
Oh,
you can't.
He was given appointment as a board member. True or false? True or false? I am not saying it's a problem. And it's here. No, me cancer. All single out Randy Abbey and insinuate say
it's not about that.
Talking about the can I continue? Stop that.
I said many.
Oh, I saw no beef. But the point is that please, when Randy Abbey came to tell you people say Mukoji over 33,000 tons of beans. First come on tia. That beans was one farmer. First come on tia then. So what they are telling us, that's fine. We will get there.
Yeah.
We will get there. Mobile Cocoa Road. Mobile Cocoa Road, how many kilometers number? More reporter, most superintendent over. Maria $12 million. Edema African Legal Associate. Someone find here auditing of the Cocoa Roads. Maria reporter Wahifa. We'll see you catch a Ghana for say. I'm here report now. They're applying for Please, can I continue? Stop that. I decided to leave the matter there because the PRO Abekasa. And I'm saying that if there is a challenge, that challenge will be solved. NHIL, I come with you buy your training now. Beside that, offer free fertilizer.
We want solutions for
free fertilizer. You see,
we want solutions for the cocoa sector. To
yeah. I'll get
solutions.
Okay, can't send you. I have to reply him. Free fertilizer never cocoa from by Ombetuazo. You cancel it. And reach them. Fertilizer cancel. Mon farmer for free no. Mo hold to home and pro. This was how you manage the cocoa sector. This is how you manage things better.
So now you are telling us the ills of MPP.
What I'm saying is that before MPP flab them, ni ntimi nkoji syndicated loan biom.
Okay.
We left them a cocoa sector that can give them a syndicated loan. They left us the cocoa sector, cocoa border, ntimi nkoji syndicated loan.
Okay.
In addition to that, more important Nyoma Diaba, I'm a cocoa board at the car. Billions of cities. Moses can go far away for.
But suddenly, Dr. Baumia
can I pay for?
To man no problem.
You're talking about Baumia Kasabe of Akeda Sumu. Kasabe, there was nothing we can do as a country. Baumia have credibility. Does Baumia have credibility? We will come to them. We will come to Baumia and Duokra. What I'm saying is that
who support more NDC for Thanksgiving services here Baumia.
Why not? Meko bi pa metro white. Meko bi pa. Alaji ba oya. NDC pa. They shouldn't file a candidate. Omo fa Malaba here proxy. Men win ba Baumia easily. Baumia. They should file a Malaba as a proxy candidate.
Thanksgiving service.
Meko bi pa. We will come to Baumia. We will come to Baumia. Please stop that. We will come to Baumia. So for the can say
the roundup on the cocoa issue.
We have a challenge there. I agree with that. And this issue, it is not Randy Abbey's making. It is part of the challenges which have emerged And it has emerged because nobody anticipated, say, cocoa price never drop. Which it has dropped. And every problem that comes gives you us an idea.
When you buy forward buying, wouldn't me and share what is ahead.
But it barely happens. It barely happens. You get that? Even if it has even occurred to management, I don't think that they contemplated that there will be a drop to such a significant sharp drop to such a significant number. And I agree with you. So this can be a manipulation somewhere. And for me, some are buying into a buying for because the government must take over the cocoa beans in Ghana. Yes, and the Kwame Salus. The chocolate industry outside depends on
cocoa bonds.
We can do that. We can do that. It is part of the options. It's part of the options. But I am looking forward to see a day Ghana be taking over the entire cocoa industry. Now you process your cocoa even if any other place African countries. Yes. Then we make our money and move on. It's the same.
12 value addition. We normal 12 out of cocoa. No.
ADAKABRI. What kind of this for manifesto? Oko womo agriculture. Sector. I'm say they will set up factories to manufacture cocoa, convert cocoa to produce chocolate. They are going to add value to cocoa. 1 year ni factory never is here. Factory no minto. I've got to for cocoa 1 year. You process it.
No buy it. You see, don't talk as if don't talk as if
can I continue?
Men kasa say no. Men kasa say I feel no free.
Okay, you can continue.
You were in power for 8 years.
Continue to give excuses.
You were in power for 8 years.
Ghanaians are watching you guys though. You
don't know.
Ghanaians are watching you.
The
time is going.
So far so good. Yes. You don't give us the time.
It's taking.
You are the one who give us the time. Ghanaians give us the time. You don't tell the time. Please, can we continue?
How can you continue?
How
you can continue?
But over here, the way they are speaking, they are provoking the Ghanaians the more.
Maybe also Grace Abinadoku Neka say. Also, good afternoon, Wafa. Tell the MPP man to let us think. He should send his bitterness away. We still remember what we went through under their tenure.
What did you go through? You kill pensioners. People lost their grandmothers and their grandfathers, their uncles.
Joshua Man
through your DDEP.
Joshua Man. Also, good afternoon. Please ask Amaliba for me. Did they promise to pay 6,000 for a bag of cocoa? How much are they paying for cocoa now? And then Francis Akpalu, just 1 year in opposition, and it's like 10 years for the MPP. Yeah, never again. You're moving on. Now moving on. Amaliba.
Over.
Congratulations to Dr. Muhammad Bawumia.
Yes.
And Minority Leader Kwame Nafenyo-Markin and that stage. What are your thoughts?
Bawumia dear, Michel Nkusa.
Hey.
Say MPP for you know. Some Frank Atuni. I said Makola Nkredro, Odi ya no wuye. Na we Bawumia owini ya no reye. The day Bawumia was elected, that was the day Bawumia defeating no as a candidate for the MPP.
And you were crash or London or Baba weekend.
Fine, Onkomra.
Hey, Oxford University or Kwakasa.
Oh, fine. Onkomra, here lectures no ha. Ombe lecture Ghana for. How are you day a car 120 billion Ghana cedis Edemana or the could do 730 billion. Ombe chere in Indra.
120.
It was 120 billion. Can Oforiata mischievous calculations the cofa or the said that 2 billion never count. Even
so
what it was a fiscal misreporting. In fact, this one I think somewhere 2018 2018 years budget before the budget statement presentation. No, Honorable Dr. Casey Lato Forsen organized a press conference. In fact, it was a minority caucus. Organized a press conference addressed by Honorable Lato Forsen. I was there. Honorable Lato Forsen gave the minority the expectations relative to impending budget and the minority complained about fiscal misreporting. March exchange rate and make calculate Ghana debt in a bay 2 billion make Ghana kaho in a 122 billion. But the actual fact was that as at the 1st December 2016 and this hand over January 7 MPP no near 120 billion.
Good afternoon, ADAKABRI. Please tell Amaliba not to annoy the farmers. Not to annoy the farmers.
You refuse to
advise ourselves next time.
Can't worry. Why? Or to UK or Doko Ghana. Or the refuse me so me cocoa farmer myself. But what I'm so grown is a whole year for so Nima. Or no that. Over. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia. For me, make kasasi kusasini. Na yen kusasini bin hobeto ma Bawumia.
MPP primary so who say
you see, forget about the primaries. Send there sika omoto ye. Sika omoche ye. Amanfo ko jindi. Onipa na all support Bawumia no as kusasini no. Eye muma wo so da e. Ebe kan trim. You see, Asante Mangura had a mediation report about Boko issues no by. Bawumia krumu mahine ebe kasa wonyintum. What about Bawumia on Kasai? From 2022, more botio ashikas more than 10 walwale Bawumia kasa krum. Adanya kusasa phone to kwenti yampe munkuom. What's about Nyakasa? In fact, there is no way thank you for Kubit Matran of East as hine as swasa hine no ababoko so median kusasa forso without the criminal complicity of the state which Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia so pretended as a vice president. They could never have done that and nobody could have done that. They supported it and that time he was a vice president. Minim Yabushon for a lose more life. At the time that they were sending soldiers to Boko to aid this massacre, it happened under MPP and Bawumia was the vice president. Yen kusas fonke Bawumia nim. Now over 1 million population in Ghana as kusas yen 2 abanfa to Bawumia. Ah my goodness. Seki asani a death warrant. Over time no showing. Campaign ye be ye papa. Ne be kusas ni o ye bema. Se ono be sia bontin aye campaign Bawumia. Over you go home. You been invoking all the gods around the Kusag land against any Kusasi who come out and campaign for Bawumia.
And you are not inciting anybody to commit crime.
I am not inciting anybody to commit crime, but what it's about my survival. If you are facing religious persecution, remember, if you are facing religious persecution, you can change your faith. If you are facing political persecution, you can change your political ideology. Now, if you say tribal persecution, persecution, how can you change your tribe? And I think Bawumia presidency, no, Bawumia presidency is a threat to my tribal survival, to the ethnic group I come from, and we can't live to see it. And we are pleading with the good people of Ghana because of the collective unity of this country. Vote against Bawumia, and Bawumia will vote against him. Therefore, I want to answer. Was it James Abotona? Was it president? Was it wrong? Okay, fine.
Afenyo appear to
Afenyo marking. You see, one no na ni wie ya no nam hoyi minority leader mu no from day one Afenyo marking have never liked Bawumia minority leader o ono mpe Bawumia asem what time Bawumia kokokokoko no so bia ma Bawumia hu ye na hi kura ya Bawumia yere ade Bawumia yere kokko nti Afenyo marking say what ya se yeye say Bawumia yere ye kokko Bawumia yere hu ya feche ne yere Afenyo marking so what ya se yeye.
Are you that personal?
I am not being personal. You don't do that. No, you don't do that. No, over now in Afenyo marking so the parliament.
Don't worry, do it mean Kobe no.
I'm taking cue from you. I've taken the cue from you.
I'm
taking the cue from you.
Because you give me, I give you. You do me, I do you. Don't worry, I'm
taking the cue from you. But Afenyo marking on paper on myself. At the number one, or say Bob a quack economist. He's a deceiver and he's a liar. In fact, one MPP, echo elections are or report all. And they say, well, no power bet to Bawumia the line. Now, can say minority MPs or more parliament or be devoting the time and the resources and making sure that Bawumia will never win in all the 88 MPs or more parliament. But they never listen to him. Leadership by example. On the constituency, Kennedy Japan, you are saying over 300 votes or so, right? But Baumia only 76 or 77. 79. Less than 100. The party flag bearer, immediate past elections. 1 year vice president for 8 years. 1 year running mate for 8 years. 16 years experience as running mate. 8 years experience as vice president. 1-term candidate for the MPP. After mark in Koko Apai. What devoting the time I agree about Miagu. After the abuse. But Sana and Yemi are drain and a party for so drain. And the African can continue to carry himself as a minority leader. But let me tell you, Baumia really ya pair and we are fair see form. I don't know WhatsApp group. Ya one no needs to be. The ban send MPP platforms or be a watching about a fair quite on his platform to be. Now in the same platform, could you punk Kroma Crow? What plans on better white, Akobom Yefi, or no Kwani Amona man into a crochet suit black. Wow. What's about me? Of course. The friend said,
demonstrating leadership.
Oh, your leadership, yeah, offer. Emotional pretense. Hey, when him say that David Epe Uria Kuno, or shall I turn some friends on refugee? Oja Kuno, no friends of refugee. No, shall a man called Danny, you hot 3 days, PNC. And the David Samu said, no, a quandy and Pesa Cobeno, one may, and until the Miami didn't bear me fee. And about Tuno Puno, hey. Me tell President Mahama to me puno say Amalba Brandi ndidi awofaka should be Jacko Yache. No, he say Yekokumia.
Also, just President Mahama or you wouldn't.
No, I'm not saying that. But me kasa of Brimpong aton safrao. What when you be a not Brimpong afrao, sa Braden Topuno. No, say David Obeja Yuri Aquine. Enti Baumechia wachi. A fair mark in Tran and Cheno, O Janequine. Oh, Homonia, what I mean, ye Janequine. Ye Janequine, Maso me pra yo, me prenachi, of all kinds of no.
Satimbium.
Oh, Hobonia will be show me prenachi. Ye Janequine, Maso me pra yo, me prenachi. Oh, who chenny, Maso me pra yo. You see, of all kinds of no. I said, what my finna boss I no. The year 2000. Old the year 2000. And people knew what they call campaign parties I no. Omubo you know what was running Jim what say or so my baby you and them to for the America was be say
and then I almost say Rado Bim Rade Wally.
Yo, I can bring me that celebrate na Mami fa kwanya iso em say na me din kan no yeto NPPM primaries area Saturday 31st January. Yenya kwan ma ha na otwemu nyina most of the radio stations no omo devote say they will make analysis of the NPP primaries. Na yede I congratulate Yenra Mahmoud Bawumia say NPP in this year's contest. Yasan ayi ni bio say omedi partner name. Me fa kwanya iso e de apaso popa ma no senia osi awene election we no so resounding across the whole country, north, south, east and west, center, everywhere. You can see how much Ghanaians, the ordinary Ghanaian, loves Bawumia. Na me wojidi pa se anije sonko a wode abehye NPP fuo mu no saa anigye na any momentum na ahyase yi no eno na yede beko na yede kutwi afa NDC so ama 2028 nyame aboa ama tumi no abedi yenra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho ama nimdia ewo nimu sonko as an economist wakwaye vice president na wasua niema ahu baabi a Ghana ha yen ha nyina wo na watnase a ode ho solutions eba no nyame be na kwanya na ode abebu oman ama Ghana fo so eho ato me wogidi pan se odo ene ahofama Ghana fo bi ahyase a omode ma a omo ehwe se nyame beboa na wabie mekwan kese no aton supa ede agu Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so no abamu saa pepepe yadana se ono so eye ahobrase ema NPP4 ɛyɛ asotie etie nea obi ɛka na wanya ahomaso bebree we ya demonstrate say enye ahomaso ene yede ko election enye atemdidie ene ehunahuna enye threat ena yede eko election na me science edi abasobo ema wo mo no contest ye nyina jatum they had no choice though but jatum say amano obia anwiemu se na omo AC maganafo e believe say bi bewiemu na ye kofa machofo akogu baabi na nothing of such almost share entro atrofo asofo almost entro didi men anwumre di fufuo wi a no makoda so dae papa no so dae papa ade achia no akoda no adwene se mekwa meka sei meka wi a ebeboa ama aboganafo hu na ajedi say na beko na akase sofo de waben we actually say sofo bien ho organ ha oye papa ba kokore no oye papa nkontom atromfo nkwa from sa prophets no none of them and a genuine sofo bia from God in Ghana. I don't believe in any of them. Nyankopon so obeye no one can stop it. Na yenua betra ha 2028 ba omia oye oye mampusini anunti yenye kusasefo de yene no wasem ba homia na obi ani asem. He's an individual. The man is a gift to the nation. He's a blessing to Ghana, and anybody who tries to stampede him, to work against him, nyankopon enubeti. We cannot afford to lose the opportunities ebe free sa papa we ba because of one single tribe will be or no feel say or the hatred against one person. Ade na mo ye no enye obetra radio so asama ye kan it has nothing to do with ntokwa aba e wo north wo ye kusase ni obetna hai na nka me hwese nka obeka asam a edi abotoya mu beba uti ha na u fane ntokwa ye koso sanse adan ya me ye kusase ni ba homia ye ayiman prusini enenti obi obeto aba manu bia. This is the kind of threat they gave to people there. Madam Fubia oye kusasi ni wa mi constitute. Of friend was my brother. I was there when my brother was killed because he defied that Sadia na can say we ye kusasi na ko to abama ba omia will fish you out and kill you. He was a kusasi man but he was killed just because was one do to abama NPP. Anunti
you are lying.
Babia kusasi fo ni nyina no. So we ye mampusini na ko to aba.
Can't deny that.
Oye mampusini na ko to aba. Almost you fish you out. That's a ubetna fie on kotwaba no. Anasa okwa ubetwama de ompese omoto. Onya tu ya ombekun, and that is why there were zeros in certain constituencies because omunim say wo ni persons. And the same thing happened on the other side. I didn't hear better on my saba. Mini permits so omuye genuine supporters of NPP no matter what you do. Ni ekosi a primary si so omutobi. Kusasi fo a waka no yeto abani bi wo kusasi fo asase so omo to ma ba omia you go and check ba bia omo eto primaries na omo nya 0 e ma ba omia no ba omia yeto primaries kusasi fo no won so omo to ma ba omia ento kokone kogu oman go and kill them. So I say we don't have to sit on a national radio station like this and make such comments. I bet to me the ntokwane what show baba. Sa asem ya betan kan yi. Small boy unim hwe. History na da ho about say asem ya kan we kura. Unim start am kra na ngo. Enso betan ha na wo beka bi. Tan say ya wo watum. Say wo your tribe, wo ye kusase ni. And ntiama one tribe and detect it to the whole country. What's the meaning of this? Ghana for they want to see the blessings that will emanate from the man ayatu abayi no. I know na Ghana for here. When you talk about me, some mom from Masai Ghana for Ghanaians want to see the blessings. A free nipa will move over. Namunya Sadana, move to radio so I'm kind of. Now, ADAKABRI Maminka, a year in your Afanyo Markins. A year, me who are some about. Me who are some about. The man has demonstrated leadership all this while. Now, there are because I will meeting be his matter came up, and I defended him. Said me, as far as I'm concerned, I have not seen anything. I just say he's against this or he's for that person. In fact, he's one of the people when you know on team Babia and declare support for any of the candidates. Yet we all knew say or no any Canadian they are very good friends. In fact, they are business partners. Okay, say enchai kra. Yenra afenyo markings about bontia be press conference. And what can say? Our dear friend, friendship and loyalty. And you're so important to him. And I don't blame you for it. So what yonko na oyonko na ntimi amfane ho anto so in times of difficulty. Not just onya yonko papa. If I cannot here my main say me ADAKABRI. Me wo yonko bi o UK. Me yes he was a chairman in one of the chapters. As some women can already also that.
Me also na make catch me.
ADAKABRI wanna make catch na he will be NTB. Look, on no free Manchester ba Londoner. Me na me dey nam the hotel but da me nam ko han no. I mean boys. I mean anything that we can do. And I do 2 o'clock there nam. Me ko Manchester on the couple ba me dab on the be feed me bibia. Me ko ye program bi everything. Me contest the election. Na the secretary a contest here. So it was between me and his secretary as chairman. Now you talk about na say had the brother so all the votes now unfortunately you know what happened you talk about here now out of I think 25 votes now na manya 0.
Hey,
I'm telling you
me
wife and what money di because ni ba me demo over that me that plan ni ba boy about chinchina ho no bedabi me need to say and now Ochenti to say me they are very tall guy, giant, nice guy. And then my mom for visit twins. Huh? And that is I don't know where you know. How and I me me yobia. Me mfa bone empia boneka. So people think say, do I even get angry sometimes? Because that the other me no a haunting nama because o kopani bi fie na me ho na pani from hi unu ya ba. Na wo so wa je wa die bia. Ahana wo hu de onyan so dan o say o kan ni nyina cha am say my brother machemu because the thing is man fancha wa ade na waya tia me no it is not going to bring it back anyway and why should I keep it in me ade na waya ma ne ko say me lusu majuma me lusu position me lusu it is not going to bring it back so why should I keep it in me against you
and then you also note say hate poisons the soul
that is the point when obagana ha obedu ya the first person of friend me na makofa no na yakotra baby ni edidi baby etimi kotra buri me fan chemi that is friendship I value that more than one vote now to tell me so that's it so if he claims say Ken na downfall anunti obey the way bia no their support na I don't fault him that is what friendship is
was
for.
It legitimate expectation say also obia support to Baumia.
That is the point. It shouldn't be. It should not be. Although it was very clear, say, among all the 5, Baumia, ni state channel baby ojina ni nim DNA experience, ni international exposure. Baumia was far better than all. That is why the majority have supported him. We did not expect everybody to support him. So I say. Now, what Akofa did you say? Nobody had any evidence to prove say Baumia and also Baumia because he had send a obetna say Baumia yere hu ye kokko we know the propaganda and some no ye afanyon kababia say Samira hu ofese na yere you don't have to
video on necessary
you don't have to you see some jokes about how you make it you don't make such silly comment about a leader
especially when you are
somebody's wife who are when you do for 40 years. And so, it's almost 40 years.
No, okay.
He
doesn't even know my age.
I don't need to know your age. I can look at your face.
You are lying. Let me tell you my age, Papa.
If you're not,
you are lying. Let me tell you my age, Papa. Let me tell you my age, Papa.
If you're not up to 40 years, then you have a problem.
I was born in 1963.
I don't care about your age.
And I love every single
I don't care about your age
of my years. And let me tell him, let me tell him, marriage is not achievement.
It is
achievement. Get it right.
Master, it is achievement.
It's not achievement.
It is
and it's not mandatory to marry. It's not mandatory.
Achievement. If
I choose not to marry, if I choose not to marry, have I committed this crime? Have I committed this crime? Fine. I'm sorry. What's your Bible? You are from Mua. Only put you on some fire. Let me make a
Amaliba,
you offer.
Are you for team legal wives or are you for team side chicks?
I'm ready for no.
Oh no, side chick. No baby.
I'm ready for no. What do you say? What do you say? No, you're from side chick. We're from ready for.
But let me finish this. Adakabri. But what has actually exposed Afanyo? Now said there was no evidence to trace but what has actually happened in the primaries is what people are basing the argument on. Papa in what demonstrating and Fakwaimu. And they say, yes, here two primaries, no. And now young Radak, Afanyo Akofa Kunyabet now. And now, oh, now one sign. Now, Wakoto, now they are manipa or no pay. Yes, that is what the videos are portraying. Man for interpreting. You two about ye can ye no. Or no agent hobby ye can ye. Ye bought resource. Ye bought Dr. Mahmoud Baumia no when you're 77. And ye born the young condier. No when you're 644. Na papa ye who are cause yes and to no man can namu krabu ye. I don't yes, I don't know man focus and I'm confused papa ya dia what demonstrating. Papa ya to ba yi no enti na ofel sese ne ne ho no koye no saa na ba bia beko
nanso
ya kan ni nyira ba mu no na nipa na ono koye ya onya 644 ma ba nya 77 no na wa report I say adakaba ofidi so na kan say abato ya batu yi Canada Japan will struggle to get 25%. Man kan ofidi so and I knew because now I have gone on the ground to see what is happening. I've been to German North, I've been to Doma, I've been to
Musa Kankwa 28% and he actually got 23%.
23. Musa Kankwa and the not to me, I knew me control over all the delegates. Can the Japan plan 15%? Because now he didn't deserve to be given any opportunity at all.
Engineer Peter and Siakuna, what's in his comments, collapse of cocoa prices, and then Afenyo market under siege. Earlier, Ote, a year Amaliba, a year to marry Amaliba of the NDC, the comments about collapse of cocoa prices, and Afenyo under siege. Now, the great guy, the great gentleman, who has relocated from a deputy minister for transport, say, Adriane Buayefu, and Ghana, Jomahama Amana Ye. Nkrofo fifiri nkurasi dimrika bankran ebe bobrapa ene na ma congestion abankran ha bebe no afo tofi me chia papa right some of that one mienu no cocoa prices collapse and then cocoa prices collapse and Afenyo under siege. Let's hear you. Still to come. Oseche Mensa Bonsu comments about the Accra Kumasi Expressway.
Okay. Dedicana Mamentia na Mintia etifu na Mamentia CPP fwa Monya dade na umutie Nit FM. Afenyo under siege. Enye menwanwa se Afenyo Markins Samri na Swanshe. If you say minority leader na wodi no I say on fan serious na menim say wabre ana say the way nyoma si kro no we hunu say emfa enu nti yenye biara ne nkwa ba bia before me call ma me komati kakra bi na me nkase ba o me wini o wini ye no na nya de nwanwa bia o Black na say now you aware say Baumia be winning. Baumia was an establishment candidate in 2023. Ena na Akufo-Addo. Aban ena na Akufo-Addo hunkofo nyina na point nya dade. Ana 2020 events 7 years 2026 sorry. 2026 year we so no. Na obvious say oye establishment candidate. Ya kwa kotoba. MPs ahodo send the decrement owura Baumia. political party back where MPP omo nkofo omo hye party nani munyam e wo mase bedwam emudu no se na ba bonten be ka se ye de se party mretio se party mrentio se yesi yentimi enyim entitimu a ye de be yima titimu na ye de ye oba me afa nipa do saying so it was obvious say ura ba me be wini na media de make can say ba kwamna ura ba me ye benya akwanya edna to apaso na ya daadaa no na ya kusa no na afei ya didi ho koma fa ho adwene se oyobi a ye de ne ya ebeye ya na enkankan se onye obi a afi no ba mfufuro kra oyobi a wanya kwanya awa mamuom na enya kwanya se bia soani ana se obi a obo aban keke na mom oyo mampanyina be di akire o mampanyina be di akire o ka bia ewomu na sa position no hold for a long time we no so free one more yes abe kai say ebre bi du ya o mampanyins e ka kire ye nyina say e ba ye sika sem toto ya onato ano head of the economic team e ba don kai professor Janja Bafo be wan ebubo bo sa de mani nyina enunti sa mre ni du a je be say oru aba me a ye sika sem so say ya akofo ado aban e ba ya de to ano no net sen ya bunsa ni ahwe enu me ko ye for the first time ana bredi ka akra ni a enkofo a omasom omoman na omudi sika ebo oman chechire amye enkofo omako pension na efa omusika diye abra sebe yanka nche omumpo omotie ono mbusa said antana finance minister no yesupina mana ba parliament aba be chechirim ejisani omani nyina ho nti ba omi asem ne de e ade a ebredi bedu ama yenya akwanya ibenya mre nya kusa na dane no eti me say dan semre wo bibia de aka nya say ye ma MPP for trinkwa ana ye ma owura Dr. Mahmoud Baumia trinkwa na we me kasa mu a mayi MPP agina ho asamanyokuo ana mayi owura Baumia so agina ho asamanyokuo emre du a ye mfo mu nyina nka mbom MPP no an kasa mu no asamanyokuo no ne gina bia te sei ye be discuss abam party a mabebu man na mu wie ye masoafo ni bi adwane yo mabebu akonta we become fugitives or to be man ya so time aso kokoro was nko adan a was mintimi nko e dey na ya wo mintimi nko to kwasi wo da bi ya pamo da bi enyo bekun da bi na adan was mintimi nko e do one man who ask all these questions enyo no nko enkofo so said that first ka nei emra no ati wo mo afi do mo ase okay me fa kakra na mo me de baba do dem nyanto wase me kire ba bia we so de wo ni nyina wo look at it ye na fa be fa Baumia no ankasa as a candidate say oye nipa ba omia no ankasa no ono so no mbra onya akwanya ebu man no so tese nti samre nya beba na menko afenyo makin so kwame na afenyo kwame na ono an ankasa ya na se nipa foforo ba kwame na nwanwa o owura afenyo makin so e mase bedwani kabi ma menka bia ye nti ana ama ene o mase bedwamu a odi djuma so onya ketua ana se onya bibi topa no di a eye amanyosema oyentia afenyo makin say aban we eye ndisi aban and mamen committee na me mo the majority in parliament abaso mamen shira wo mo mamen na owura John Dramani mamen mo na baso so we me komu a CPP asenso de and wo me komu if say me gina ma CPP
akoko hweti ko
on propaganda ni we no so na afi 1966 ana kutuka ene afifa enya nipa bonfo bi ka omo amomutu Kwame Nkrumah abanguye na saa dwumadie na ekoso no enye dwumadie a eye hwesusu ade pa bia awose oman bia no esososo na saa de ni siye no de owura Afenyo Markins enim ne se ebo abusia omo ana omo ye nkofo a omo ye apamfo e wo saa ban nim so oba ye pene wache no no wadwane kunu ne ma wa ha ye be ma soso a no wadwane no wadwane ne ma ene ne yire e wo hanom me no ka sei nkofo bebre wo hanom a saa na nsi school no e pam omo fi o man mu hanom a ombani ana o man ye nyina nsa no omo ye soafo omo ko no mama bi o ba kwabra omo ko wu nkofo bi krom ene de dika no no etoso bio saa ku no si ye no amma nkofo bi fa ho wiewia nkofo a Omo ankasa that titi omo rema pade no. Omo wi omo pade. People's properties were stolen. Minkasa seeds were stolen because it was without any basis. And those what do you call it? Properties were stolen. That 1966 school, no, it displaced and disunited families. So I said, this is no. We in San Mani, you few one more, and Kofobi one more. They were tortured for no reason, just because we CPP need to know. Yes, that channel, a bono, a prano, Adriano, Kwame Commandam. We in San Kofobi, a few one more, and Kofobi one more. Said the woman more say, and then answer be answered in him. And then I'm an say, baby, you Fara Ghana, our main entrance into this country. Yada tukotoka. Na so we route my mo anaka sem ha enya bad. Your friend say was kotoka international airport. We say on where so akwabi o obey ku. On a diff Cuba, West Africa. And mama forget you kotoka and the dinka ye ku or the sub-West African region. Otu Kwame Nkrumah Abenguye.
He was a Lieutenant General of the Ghana Armed Forces.
CBP for Yasma can say we want every person who has done a coup in this country, overthrowing a republic, and the underlying word is a republic, deranked. It's Lieutenant Colonel, Yafanama Corporal.
Lieutenant General.
Lieutenant General, Yafanama on Samfata.
Was the highest at the time.
On Samfata. I will say, you're a corporal. And you're a FIFA corporal. How do you know also IGP? Or say a corporal. You're near about the Second Republic. And found a Buzia Banana or Honum. Adia Yananya, 1969. And also see a Tuma Benguye, and also so a champion and a dano, a champion himself of Kwame Nkrumah. Now so Adia and CPP for say a champion so no yen dirankeno. You find the position of a corporal. You are not about the Republic. The man me some offer. And then one man of feno. Second as I make the CPP and come in Tiaba Kwasam and come in no you're ticketing rest outside. You're 5 near the day. And then you say Krumah crying any day. A man penfo bebre no an kuri me ofa no bebrebe no a edwane ko abruchi owura Jerry John Rollins ono kwa no dey fire lieutenant yan tini post so nya corporal because entiasia anasa masema me pese me kan say obia wa ye sojani na ote adwuma ide ama na say sojafo de mo bo omanfo on free enkofo beto ase so say ye free o ye man mu ha anasa on free abonten no sa wote sa de na so a moman you see. Soldiers are supposed to help and aid government. They are not supposed to be government. But a free first government became government. As FIFA as a soldier became government. Kotoka as a soldier became government. But that is not his duty. His duty was to protect government. If you want more, a tampon was supposed to protect the people and the government. But he became government. It's unacceptable. Rawlings was supposed to aid and protect what do you call it the Liman government, PMP government, but he became government. And what we are saying is that the duty of a soldier is to aid and help the government, not become government. And sound kofono omoto samra ni nyina no ye di rank omo because omo nyan kofo a ye betimi ede omo ebuman. Na de ye kan ye CPP officially the Council of Elders will pay a visit to the majority in parliament. Ye konya kwa da o mase ye konya kwa kushira o mo na meka sa Council of Elders na these are people dodo no me Kwame Nkrumah na ndam na tamaku ni si ye no ya se no untimi nya ba adwuma bia bio teacher kra untimi ni postmaster kra untimi ni asankofo no be ye hiafo as we some of these people were university graduates obi won ma satan no kosuapon wapon te say wababra esu ewi etire no because na oye CPP ni ntino enya dia oman man kwan samre soja aban no man kwan emani timi adwuma bio emu wie na japade sa na omani nyina eti edin no a yesesa no de eno ano no the CPP for so sa kan bio yes my can say soja for no be yoku no bebre no ano obehwe na ya kwan bi da to no Champion Street Kotoka Street sa din nyina every soldier who overthrew a republic must be names must be removed from national monument. Every soldier who overthrew a republic, whether the first republic, whether the second republic or the third republic, no, their names should be scrubbed, should not be used to name any national monument. Say yes, suku dying. Say yes, even barracks. One say mukrampo no. Then be yes, there are two near no. So far as Sani pan ye ku nunkwadi. I was say, I what type of program I went here. The pretension. What I say? We know
a street be was so quite Kumase. I want an agent as Squad Japan now or
here.
The street has been named J.J. Rolling Street.
Then you feel on them. And I was yesterday. Justice we. So what I say? Why am I so we? Na baby ano ote ya sign asset we abufu sem where adewe ya majority for you no they are going to heal a lot of people hwe me say me tell video so na makate man na kwampoku say on tiase bio say ubuonie anya ono nko a eye man na poku mensa ubuonie man na takwasi ubuonie even say otibosu ubuonie efe jantoa ubuonie KSP jantoa empanifu a omo ebre wo CPP one omo nyaboni bia because omo do omo man sebi ku a ba ye amomansi omo dada biem no enne mo mama meje mo bo say na mo boa oman say na oman ye nti anana mo honom after 60 years justice is being served. And we in the CPP cannot hold back our excitement. We are so happy because when we be a bread to say sabi onipa bon for your body didn't casem. No papa so your body didn't casem. Now why na sabi or to some bonny ebedin. It's the idea cost on emede. Now minimum fancy. Me sign I can't subio say Ghana for na sade we see. Mama ya come and toy yem na nye de. When we be. So we share amaya etwa e ho hia ya. Ze soja ban area o mon kakra ente bia ana ehu ni je ne ka se ho a ne besie ene pa mali afa bia Burkina Faso ye hwena no ya na de mani yehu kura ne se sa wo se ada de owura jomama esi akonya so aye so ano no a ekofo bebra na ho no ne fa se dodo na no me NDC fo eso owura Ibrahim Traore free Burkina Faso ye so jani aso ko no ma e ba se oba beja owura jomama se o mampanye o even say Burkina Faso ofa unwu dede unwu sebo so bia no a wo security eye na wasua e ba say ye hwehwe security muni adade a also wo yam shuwo na de nti a me face say afanyo marking ade a wo ye wanye ne ye no wanka ne ye ne say sebe ye to abangu sesi ye a enkofo a onwo kapa no ana ma say bodwamfo ka ho because me na say mra the first thing it is our parliament. Now for executives no ya momo house arrest by parliament there e to go e tesimu ko ba bia dem ko nyina the only a year I na ntimi fansan kan e judiciary enti wo a wasemra se yemfa kabi enya dwuma o ma mu ha se de be ya o ma betumpon na ene wo tena se ka se ana kutuka ya nwona ni ana se ye baba be ni dia free so enti anwonafo nye de afema markings they say de be ade na do no
oye Aye Osei Kofi Akwa aye Director Communications for the Convention People's Party na yatene dine no na yenya hoboe na yentie Osei Chairman Sabonsu the comments relating to aye expressway President of the Republic John Dramani Mahama what proposal say obabe but before then no World Cup we dey say you be ani je ho
oh yes
enti memu wakwanya na wako Canada akohwe World Cup de bi ho ai
bebo papa
ai memo akwanya de obeya ne say free telephone number twiro na fa ko bo fridge ho na free number no ADAKABRI say mum fa me nko
I don't want
na me nko hwe World Cup ne bi
Amaliba pentin
Amaliba tro number no
me hwe no Ghana ha me ko gena
dabda bi enko Ghana and hwe ne Ghana
me hwe no Ghana ya
hwe ne Canada
me hwe no Ghana no nya boys ne
play be for yema
number is 055
no ADAKABRI sa boy ne propaganda ay tan what do you Peter engineer so watch I'm not so dim say me tro you so I can no that
phone e be no ka so watch
I'm phone you don't make wrong
engineer emane how could we say who no access to the west no quite easier
I mean because me kwa me ko
than on one
man say we scan so wash yeah sikanwa nya obem nse abi o
okay
abi o
Amaliba ready me for number man na me Amaliba
no take it aka to onya bi ntwa onya bi
I don't want to train you na me no easier for engineer Buasiako to enter the west than for Amaliba to enter Kumasi. Do you want to experience the World Cup live in Canada? Notice our number. Now, on baby be the amount 055 089 1978 055 089 1978. Flawamo say ADAKABRI men fremo meba na ma mehwe. Yentie aye osache men sabonsu. Na ye wie ya no na comment na to aso.
E ma Ghana for antwaba amaye no. Amba no omuntimi nye. That is what we should, tackle them on. What you see? They say, "What bibia is na mahu ni cedi ni dollar, and interest rate bafom, and so and so." And the other sectoral development, go to the various sectors. Energy then is your acquire then is your, and the commercial Accra road is almost impassable. Only choice into what's official. So many sections now say, oh, now all drive on the road shoulder. Meaning so and can I say also female road no so now shoulder na and say on our old driver also the kaifa. Almost impassable after 1 year. You're not doing anything about it. What's over here super highway? Expressway. That's I don't know. If you interrogate it, why would you do that? Yeah. Ekwano say yes na traffic aba nkroni biso enkoko was the first and ekofo obi ekwano fetchiri obi divert ekwano and odu nkoko traffic bi eni ho enne enyinem traffic no ha dwen wo ho enne konongo traffic no ha dwen wo ho kibi na ha dwen wo ho ensawom na ha dwen wo na ekofo divert fa ensawom achi divertify kibiachi befa padwa ekosi bunsu junction sa diversions na mema ebe straight in kwa na ma ekwan wodi time wodi kwa no so no aye short ekufo ado asate wanwie oba no so wonto aso contractors wa asate adwuma wo wonto amka amba ba gi judgment debt now the uja to ukoye super express road woni wa calculate agricultural lands emfusasia ode sa kwan ko fa so no kofa to pay compensation e kwan no cost no calculate awie are saying we should know what is going to be the impact of Sahani road on agricultural productivity and then yes as in say no dia galam say no nyaka no so no ebe ma yaduane adi no so de koye kwan wa bra kwan no bi o ha betima fanasa. What the country needs now is not a super highway now. Diversions no ye ni ebe ma kwan na tere ademu a delays bi ama. That's number one. The other thing that we need to do is a real development. And yeah, express road no. Ni Kumasi Accra express road. I think we have better and then to ease traffic and you see interchanges. Yeah. And when I got airport runabout Swami, that ring road, Sufoline there, Santasi Dieno, a quana no more yeno. Now Santasi runabout interchange your hole, and Wako Georgia runabout back home. Now Kobahi and Sandy, Nakusia and then the ring road. The inner ring road, Kumasi. There is an outer ring road, Kumasi. Sika, Nanka, or more debate to compensation. One market I didn't out Sika to compensation. You could pay baby for Kumasi. Yes, you could pay baby for so to more and I'm going to compensation. I'm yes, now we need a second ring road. I'm a Makoye, say, Utra, a Joso. First, lady, I know we never a Prade junction, or Corona be far a Franco. So, no, be see, if I say, a Buakwa side ho. So, then it casts around. Now, be see, Santasa Kwanoswa. I think it was just after Kokobing. And inside a diner holding now, come market, say, Omunyai, Omo Sati, Omunyai, and with your compensation. Emma bebre hangi on ekoba say omudi skada kutua so tuo mo de ne emba no and people started going back. Say omo ye nti amam the second railroad no ekọ achiri. I think it's between my 12 and 14 in the Anita Hotel. Just echi and a kushasi. It goes round. It goes round now. We do a year. I think it's Mampontin side ho. Na fe wakusi ahinkro. Then it takes.
Osachi Mensah, former member of parliament for Swame, former majority leader. In Persisi will be 5 minutes. Will be answer 5 minutes or so. Osagobi.
Oh, fuck up now.
5 minutes.
Back up now.
Osachi Mensah to see here expressway.
As a matter of fact, senior I did say a video and can make us a doctor tape. Senior video pa no be can yet video no lie. And a year former majority leader, minority leader, former MP, a year Swame, and a say former minister for parliamentary affairs. And a video yi edine kire me se ono na kasa ya enka meka se obi ana ne kasa se no ana o kasa ana nkofo bi aseda eboapa ekase ewura Chimensa Bonsu ana ekasa asem no in fact asefin na me de beche no awon se o hwe nkofo a omudi bamia campaign no a ano kan obi inti mejiri se ebremu tiredness, in the midst of tiredness na or kasa asem because how can it make sense? Back up now, how can it ever make sense? Say enedie ye be kwan ye busa ye ho say na say ekwan a ye baba be ye asasi ye de afu a e be ye infusase enti infusase nti ye de kwan enye ye na sebe so wo kwa kura enye infusase mu na anam so kokro bi mu a enye infusase mu na anam asem we na me kan nti me anam fu say bia ebremu because sebe doesn't make sense. Na baby ani patie baby ani padi dwa etese Swame magazine wo ka so pese wo ye kwan wo no ye tutu sankofo ni nyina omo de omo to ho omo sifie atetemu a omo tram fie bebre no asoso no omo biebie omo spare parts shops no ya de ade a oho no di dwa ho no ma no aduane wo ho kra na ye ka se ba be kwan ye se oman ye nti omo ko akire kakra ana se omo firi ho se de be ya ye betimi aye kwan no na ba bia ni party okra no sebe ye kwan na ba bia ni panti a enwura na ho no asem we die ura Chimensa Bonsu asem we die ba no bibi me sa di no yaw me ka che ni plane sa express road no ye hia express road no ye hia bi padia basante asante mamu otumfo so mpahene papa yi na body no so mza otumfo so mpahene no na obi padia dia boa santeman ya no dia bakotokwa ya nya obi a mana nka nche so onyai ya nya obi a mana anya abro se otumfo so mpahene ade na msa no abre
1 minute to now 1 minute na dey to na dey be respond
obesa kam kasa ka 2 minutes kam use 1 minute no
for 1 minute to
asam ya okay what 1 minute to
na amaleba also 5 minutes no come 4 minutes never 1 minute to am dey no around there finally
Yo,
Chimensa Bonsu na kasa no
well, before
or your plan so
let me deal with this issue briefly. Over. I said it without apology to anyone. It doesn't matter personal attacks, your engineer, but I maintain that we, the Kusasi community in Ghana, will not talk about it.
Are you still on this nonsense?
Yeah.
You're still on this nonsense.
No. It's nonsense,
no,
to you. You can insult the Kusas that they are being nonsense. You can insult them. Please. please.
You have been saying
Let me proceed.
You know
Let me
about
proceed.
national politics.
Let me proceed.
This program is not Kusasi program. It's not Kusasi program. It's a Kusasi program.
I am saying that
No.
Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia presidency will be a threat.
So that small group of people,
and therefore,
that small group of people,
and we will
because of you. And
Bawumia have never been a blessing to Ghana.
Oh, Master Jawasem.
Because he has been there before.
Enough of that.
So we will leave it. We will leave it there. You understand it. You understand it. Opa, I'll also come into your time.
It's okay.
Just as you know, you are being. Engineer.
No.
I respect you, but
We are the Wednesday No. Yes.
Come and sit there. You know, travel sentiment.
You can disagree. Can you burn a bush of food to Korea? And Tonya the Okano.
Please.
You
don't worry. Don't worry. We will get there. You know what your people did?
Respectfully, there are a lot of issues I could comment on. I could put on the table.
Over. I've taken the cue from you.
The national interest.
I have taken the cue from you.
If I could finish.
Come on.
People
like this.
We may have to
look at this.
What is at stake and say?
Look at this. How can you understand?
You're tolerant of each other.
Exactly.
Now you're disciplined.
We have been very tolerant.
Please,
you know how I premise my
you say you are taking a cue.
Malaba, Messi Jai. A normal bebre or honomoa, metimiaka. As you are near national interest and near Jai. Why? Young father, your friend is saying, you have
but can you know
no, you will not override me.
Okay.
And you will pen a wood team. Will be team of you.
Follow us on Facebook.
Sir, issue of tribal sentiments near the no.
Thank you.
You do be on my mama. Yaman and Quetch. Can any radio any hawk system? And state broadcaster penum. Any timid propaganda 19 crossing. Emma a creative tension and how more minor. And then with the proliferation of radio, TV, and then bloggers and online synergies, no maybe or no more. Yatiama oka and you be one wabium. And as I know you know
very well.
Short on that score for now.
Very well.
Now,
I've taken the cue from you.
You have 2.5 minutes to
very
reserve.
Well. Chairman Sabunsu, are you surprised? Obi Salaji Muhammadu Bawumia a blessing. And the blessing will be due on mine also in an unlikely event, which is indeed impossible and it will never happen. We number 2 fool. The foot for the Bakuniu. Was say express road. Yeah, a bell link. President Mahama Nyansa Ben Bad in Trimo proposed to construct express road linking Kumasi and Accra. Accra is the political and administrative capital of Ghana. Kumasi is the center of Ghana and the business center of Ghana.
Economic center, yeah.
You get it? Are you surprised the man for Kumasi talk as a banker?
Oh, yes.
So such a business hub from Kumasi, Accra, and coming back. To me, do about 7 hours. And even more. Now, so almost New Year, and Crawford say a convention will come. Who's the traffic in a both free? And why is it after? Is it just area or a buyer be single? One is sorry about Copper, so a convention.
Some Mahama say, oh yeah, I did say, or so a convention. A quantity see you. Eldra Sankari, and now we are right. Echo Dampon, and now drew Dampon. We are left. Baba drew Abiputia. Now what's her rejoining? Akrakumasi Highway. If you are a young now assembly so any sir rural road so that we can bypass it.
It doesn't take away. Say that problem was created. But the Mahama said no. Looking at the volume of cars are free Kumasi, Accra, and vice versa, we need an expressway. Yeah, better linking these two cities. No problem. Kumasi bypasses are air cost no. Ye nyan to ho. One the catch one about Chairman Sabunso Mahama Suja. One catch no.
the president reassures the country.
Even I remember you even read that issue here, and the president have assured the nations there. In fact, expressway no a big push project. President Mahama are dedicated Sikadia to for infrastructure facelift of the country. And yet different from our regular budget.
We should consider agricultural land. Give himself Kalamsi
and that to me, it makes it even flimsy of all the argument and push. Because he tears some kofu someone. Kwame Nkrumah independent Amagana. Yeah, I did by the part of Mahama and I said, I buy be a Nkrumah before Munkasam found. But here they are. Ridiculous.
1 minute into speak for 3.5 minutes.
That's a bit brave.
But or no can say me bems here penny bubefu.
But remember.
But he destroyed my time.
Destroy his time.
What also say?
Yera or say chairman Sassamo.
Me and this need to me yet send people for Nibi. When you don't him.
Yera or say chairman Sassamo kind. I'm say Ibimo and Fan Quadrin. But he said the right thing. A small kind about Mupan. Now, so over here, ADAKABRI. Say a basse and near ma and ma Ghana for him how or more. I NPP abain and normally your time a year at the Bois Ghana for pan. This year, Manoka say. So we share the major road. Cast faso pa edura Accra ha. A year in Sawam Junction, a bar bepem of Anqua. Sakwa we at the one day in your crowd. This is the major road. Cast in Faso. At that one, I might be a vessel, I might be a vessel, I might be an ordinance. A year NPP abain another don't go for the buying, and no can say in your Saquino. Anna, or side that who can say that be so free and can ha echo Kumasia. Every be a chamuna, yet the quano F fat in Sawam. Roma could chamu on Sawamu Pano. Now what the bear 1.5 hours and some what yan traffic and moving way. Anna, ye be ye quite free 1 year, they fight to her straight, me boy. Anna, President Kufu a year no double lane. A qua copim, a quine a fahoko, a pigeon quantana. Anna, Nana Kufu to buy. Anna say, Ghana ha, so free, Kumasi air cock, air concline, as offering can go Kumasia. Adia bakwa, a money pacha or kwamupa, a crona, a woman finfino. Yes, and to do Kronuma, what to me more than 1.5 hours now move here. Who drew Anyanum? Who drew Konongo? Now, me freak must be a 2 baby Sunday. And now me bedrew a Konongo. Me as a fro, Bepano, Mijina, Hojina, no, a month for see, no Macobunso, no. Who's Chronomo? Who could do Chronomuswa? Sir, I tea junction or honor. I'm not being so I sell ho, I'm not pow into. I'm just I'm nana or honor. Just say, you better time now so can go be through anaka a traffic no flow. Now I'm not ho and na kaka sebin so over people or so on and a yin kwamo. So I say, Anunti Nana Kufu to be. These are the problems identified. Let us solve the problem. Now if Ghana for Hontomo and or shall say, oh yeah, or diverted roads no from all these towns. Yeah, a quina. Once I see a wood run, you know, would be fight round about your my will. Who says one answer go see ayo? No, who do ultra bridge and what's half a bunkum so not a basic one. Normally it doesn't take you even 5 minutes. Meanwhile, if you decided to go through the town, it will take you about 45 minutes. And leadership is to identify problems and solve them, not to bring up project. This is in Chobo project.
So your final comment.
And this is for Sir Major, Sir Expert Road. No, that is not what it. Let us complete what is going to do away with the problems.
The president assured the nation.
And no never man.
The president assured the nation. Said,
"Well, by young even in Coco Road, you can make me henway. I could follow Hanka Sambi, and as about Nana when and can Sawam and Sawam, I often call it. Master, all the car, all the car drums. So I think, na saa kwan no nkwanti me aka me ka se anka Ghana for monhwe saa kwan kwan so mpo nkranfo na ka monto ma npp na nsam na me wie me se andi sufo be wie oye ka saa kwan we nwie dan so mo di ne nwie so na se anunti na o mama nka saa airport asem no ADAKABRI ya me ya so ma ka bi 1 minute. Me 1 minute.
What do you 1 minute?
So 1 minute. What from 1 minute. You see, Adakabre. You see, the changing of the name. To me,
a bill is to be late.
It's fantastic, but the argument made for the change of the name, I don't support it. As someone can say,
dishonor. Your friend is saying dishonor Kotoka.
Well, I know the political argument and for the policy argument say land na ye airport it belongs to some group of people and the airport and we must name it so that it will satisfy one my Accra and Yankradin. Accra until you now they satisfy in Cranfordia and then Cradin. And why should you do argument say in Cranfosas in the GNT just a name after Accra? The fact is, and I'm told you been into almost Pemadini. That is why. And for that matter, let me tell you. Me, I support the idea. You see, there is no meaning to that name. Kotokana, there's no meaning. Okay. So if you want to look at the history behind it, meanwhile, if we name it after Accra, it promotes the image of the capital. Okay. So I support for that reason I support it. That is what they should have followed.
Their behavior. It is reckless, infantile, and childish assumption for anyone to, out of the figment of one's own imaginations, come to unjustifiable conclusions. Yes, say Kotoka free Kotoka International Airport. And within the MPP, within the MPP, there is a sharp division. A final marking on the Kofas Assembly by one engineer so come away. Kojo Pon Kruma so no or support to say okay. Because Kwame Nkrumah Sinadiano to honor Kotoka means to honor a traitor, and indeed go to voter region
where to commemorate Asabesi Airport or at the
Uncle voter region, Uncle opinion pool. Then I say if voter will support Kotoka Dinse Airport, no right. Shame on you people. Come on, and they say they are patriotic.
Bagabna metia wanyina ne say ora chemesa bunsu. Asamo kan wan kan yi. So bi pade aba Kotoka yenye na bro. Na asam no a waka no akwakoye say obi a de ba Kotokobia no onfo so hwe ye ka kire no ekwan we the way esie kum nipa accident esi wo so because of kwan say the sinya no express road no senke betima nya 8 lanes kura no a yenya enke pe ana nya no nko a oya plan na na ka me ka so bi aba ka say ye express road yi mo me mfa kwan bi e be fa so e train be kan on ya da fie wo so statement say no
he mentioned the rail development
exactly to on ka san yo man so ana say ye be say che say oni parliament bi o wababa suma ya manyosema magana for the sika hwenwa for so many years. They say no, metamorphose into a statesman rather than a petty politician.
Obaya ready made to Dr. Bamia.
Oza. And the comments in here. Okay. And the comments in here and the heading.
Listening here, and no man better to the baba no one dear no. Come so to me. Hey, I shall, hey, now Becca. Ya John to mommy and Sir Duku, Portomanto. This way chocolate drink. Nakan watch she amphibian superin you our renia. This way chocolate drink. Nakan ya. Oh, I shall. We then come on to more. Maybe one wants to share crowd your account. Who had your weapon home.